Does your mom know you're watching this show? Welcome everyone to the Friday Night BS show. And yes, this podcast is rated R. I have to mention that all the time. I hate doing this part. Hold on, guys. What an intro. What an intro. I got to read this. It sucks. This podcast is rated R and is intended for mature audience only. So all you Johnnies and Joeys out there watching, go back to watching Minecraft videos. This is your mom and dad's podcast, right, guys? This is mom and dad's podcast. This isn't your what is that saying? This
is the adult.
Yeah.
And over.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you may want to be 21. It just depends. But as long as you're of the age of legally voting, you can watch the podcast.
Legally voting. If you could go to goddamn war, you can watch this podcast. Damn it.
There you go.
Ain't no goddamn SpongeBob on here. Okay, go away.
If it is for adult content only.
You can buy marijuana, but you can't buy cigarettes.
Yeah, you can't buy cigarettes, and you can't.
Actually, no, they can't buy marijuana either unless they have a medical card. They have
Right.
to get it.
But
right.
they don't have to be 21. Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they have to get a medical card for it. You can't just go in as an 18-year-old. I think you still have to be 21 to do recreational.
Yeah.
I'll check on that.
Did they change? Have they changed the policy on military bases though?
I don't know.
Is it 18? 18 to buy on a military base, isn't it, Bob?
I don't think they're selling cannabis.
No, not cannabis, but alcohol. I think you could be 18, right, Bob, on base?
Germany,
3.2 beer.
What, you can buy 3.2 beers?
That's it.
Only 3.2 beer.
You can drink, but you can only drink 3.2 beers.
You got double the dose.
There is no age limit when you're seeing Julio down at Downey Park. Okay, he's gonna sell it to whoever. He ain't asking for no ID, okay?
Oh my God. Okay. So regardless of what the person may be,
Julio's gonna card you. Julio's gonna card you.
Bring your ID.
Okay.
Jen's like, I swear to God, I look 16, but I'm 48 years old. Damn it!
I look more like I'm older than 16 now. Nadia looks like a fucking minor.
Yeah. That was fucking hilarious. Julio's not gonna ask how old you're. Yeah, they don't care. They just want to see
Downey Park. Don't care, man.
Okay, it could be John or
Bob. Bob has to throw in Downey Park too.
Yeah, it's like Julio.
Well, that's where it was back in the day, man.
Michelle,
when I was in high school, all the guys were selling weed at Downey Park, man.
Well, yeah, you got to remember.
And they were all named Julio. I get it.
Oh, you got to remember back in our day.
It was all white dudes back then.
Yeah, it was all white guys. It was, there might even have been a few Chads. There would have been a few Chads in there, man. Hey, Chad.
There were some Gabe. There was some Bob. There was some Chad.
And they all had those. Hey, Bob, they all had those creative fucking nicknames too, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. How is Bruce's week going, Bruce? How are you doing this week?
Been a busy week.
Yeah? All right. You say it's been a busy week. All right. I want to hear what Bob. We all want to hear what Bruce's busy week is.
I'm curious.
I am curious.
Let's see. Monday golf. Tuesday grocery shopping. Wednesday golf.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday, I went to the 50th anniversary party of the shop I retired from in San Jose.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Except I had to drive all the way to freaking San Jose and then reminisce of why I do not do that drive anymore.
Yeah, you don't miss that drive, huh?
Yeah,
was it a celebration for you and some other guys, or
no,
the company.
The company.
Oh, the company. Oh, 50 years, the company.
Well, actually, it's 52 because they were supposed to have the party 2 years ago, but with COVID, they postponed it. So it was 52 mixed in with the founder of the company's 80th birthday.
Oh, nice.
So it was all outdoors, invitation only, the valet parking. They had a live band.
All right, big question. Open bar?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Okay. Fireball?
Did anybody?
You actually had 3 bars.
Damn.
You had the hard liquor bar, you had the IPA bar, and you had the wine bar.
They went all out.
Ooh,
shit.
And then They had catered waitresses running around doors, and then they had a buffet table with tri-tip and sliders and salad.
Nice. That's a party right there, man.
Yeah,
shrimp thing going
on.
on.
Waitresses or servers have little tank tops that
they were dressed in like the black penguin outfits.
Oh, they went all out. That's awesome.
Well, they had a pizza bar. They had the buffet thing going. They had appetizers. There was no lacking of food. The band was a mix of rock and country western.
Nice. That's pretty cool for you because I mean, yeah, you said 52 years, but you were a big part of that.
I was there for almost 25 years.
Half of it, dude. Fuck. Yeah, so, they should have gave you a car. They should have gave you a car when you showed up.
I hadn't been there in 5.5 years, so I was kind of interested to see who the hell was still there.
But Bruce, you have one of those faces you remember, so I'm sure everybody.
They all said I looked like I haven't changed in 5.5 years.
I believe it.
You haven't aged at all, man.
Yeah, because I golf and only go grocery shopping on Wednesdays.
Drink Fireball.
And drink Fireball.
Yeah, and then it was started at 3:30. I got there probably about 3:15, and then.
Nice.
Then I kind of got bored, and I was waiting for 7 o'clock to roll around so that it would lighten up the drive to go home.
And I'm sure you had a +1. How come you didn't bring anybody?
No.
He didn't bring anyone.
He didn't bring anybody. I'm sure he had a +1.
Maybe to get lucky with somebody there from there.
Yeah, that's
there was a couple
waitress.
Girls, but 5.5 years later, those girls aren't there anymore.
Oh.
So the girls that were there is like. I don't know any of these ladies out here now, So
that's a good thing, though. Sometimes
you were in San Jose. Did you stop at the Pink Poodle for old time's sake, or what?
No, man, that place was a slum joint when I used to work down there.
Oh, the brass rail then, or what? The brass rail?
The brass rail they did. The gals were on video.
Did your mom write a book? Your mom wrote a book.
In real life, they just had their bikinis on, and the topless part was on a video.
What is your mom? Your mom's giving us a stuffed artichoke recipe on the page. Adele,
was actually fully nude. I can't remember the name of that one. I don't even know if it's still there
putting
anymore,
it on my messenger.
Hold on, Bruce. Adele, put the joint down. Adele, put the joint down. She gave anybody interested in a stuffed artichoke recipe. Thank you, Adele, for helping us out. I will copy and paste that recipe. And
So no. But then
no Pink Poodle, huh?
No.
Ah,
I was in a hurry to get out of San Jose.
Yeah.
So the drive down was not bad, but the drive back was like, okay, I'm making a pretty good time. Until I got to the top of the Altamont.
Yeah, that's the bad spot. That's the bad spot.
The Altamont, the downhill was bumper to bumper all the way down to the 580 interchange.
Should have just stayed the night.
Yeah, that's what my daughter said. I said,
get a hotel room.
Yeah, where the pick up one of those waitresses, take them back to the hotel room.
Where the shop is, those are not the high-end hotels.
Yeah.
You should have went down to Monterey. You could have hung out with Joey.
That is correct.
Yeah. Well, I had a few drinks. San Jose, Monterey was probably just as far as going back home. So.
Sorry, Becky.
Besides, I had to play golf today, and I got a tournament tomorrow. So I feel like
Oh.
Yeah, I'm eating it's stew. It's beef stew with potatoes and carrots. It's really
thank you.
delicious.
You're gonna put the recipe up there on the chat.
No, let my mom handle that.
Jennifer, how's your week going? We know I got you walking yesterday. I got you on live walking the streets of L.A.
No, Bonaparte.
How much did you make, Jen?
How much did you make?
Somebody, people kept throwing quarters at me.
What?
No.
Quarters. You tell them I need bills. Bills, man.
Can you do me a favor and wrap those quarters in some bills and paper so that when they throw them, it doesn't.
Nobody made it rain. Nobody made it rain, huh?
Yeah. I was just doing. I'm trying to do my 6,000 steps a day. I think it equates to like 2.5 miles. I do that every single day, and then put in a 30-minute workout sometimes.
Mhm.
I want to do both consistently.
Yeah,
Jen's
it's
walking
good.
the streets now.
Walking the streets of Buena Vista. No, I don't know.
Buena Park.
Bueno Park.
Park,
Yeah.
that's where Knott's Berry Farm is.
Yes, right by
Yeah.
Knott's Berry Farm. There's
Yeah.
the Times. It's a nice little place. It's a nice little area.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
safe enough to walk around.
It
and
is
not
safe.
get
It looked
hit.
clean. I mean, I was jealous, Bob. All the grass was green there. I'm like looking around, like
The neighborhood is beautiful.
I see why LA. They use all our water. They steal our water. I
Right.
can
No,
see
no,
why
this is-
now.
This
That's
is
why
I
their
live in-
lawns are
no.
green. So yeah.
Hey guys, I live in Orange County. I don't live in LA.
Well, Orange County as well steals our water.
Okay, dude, there's no stealing water. It belongs to the entire state.
Bob, it belongs to the entire
When it falls-
state.
when
I
it
love that
falls in
one.
the north, it doesn't belong to the south.
Water is water.
Yeah.
Everybody should have access to it.
Yeah,
Stop polluting it.
yeah, yeah. And Mr. Bob Sharp, how is your week been?
Up,
Okay.
highs
John-
and lows,
John-
up, down,
John, you playing with the little icons thing again?
What happened?
groove in, groove out,
Oh,
I
your
got-
your icon is on.
my
Bruce
screen.
doesn't like any competition on his screen.
No,
You better
no,
remove that shit.
Becky noticed it, so
Yeah, that's me eating a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
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 I'm
That's it.
special.
Yeah, you're special. You and I are sharing. One of these nights, I'm going to have you share a bowl of Fruit Loops.
I don't have
Nice.
to.
Say goodbye to the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
That's like eating Captain Crunch, man. That'll
Oh, stop it! Stop it! Fruit Loops is the best thing ever made. Fruit
no,
Loops.
but Captain Crunch will rip your mouth apart.
Yeah, Captain Crunch. will
Yeah,
rip your
Captain
mouth.
Crunch, man, you do some serious
It'll-
damage and end up in the
it'll
ER
fuck you
with
up.
Captain
Yeah.
Crunch.
I used to blame Captain Crunch for getting strep throat. It's like I ate
Finding
Captain Crunch.
letters
Damn
to
it, that's how I got
come.
it. Just rip your whole insides out.
It does it. That stuff tastes great, but it's vicious.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like Lucky Charms.
Yeah. I had well, I might as well. I had a pretty good week. I started some trouble on the other page, posting a pretty, I thought was a pretty common thing, just something, that I thought many other people realized, about the 80s. I don't know if you've seen the post, Jen, but I wrote,
I did see
yeah,
the
I mean,
post.
the whole
It's your-
post.
It's your perspective.
Right.
Not everybody experienced it.
But the whole point of the post wasn't shitting on the 80s. I was letting people realize that the 80s were so fantastic for us because we were teenagers. We were indestructible. We had zero to none responsibilities. We didn't have a 40-hour-a-week job. We didn't have a mortgage. We didn't have 2 car payments. We were
that's
teenagers.
Your perspective,
That's
because my
everybody. That's
my
everybody.
teenage
No,
years-
that was the
I was
70s for me.
No, my
Yeah,
teenage
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
exactly.
I was
Bruce,
mother
Bruce,
and
Bruce
wife.
Bruce and Bob just proved my point.
No,
That
I
was the
said
70s for them. They grew up in the 80s. They were around in the 80s,
I
but
wasn't a teenager.
they remember
Your
their
80s
teens.
Your
They're-
80s experience and my 80s experience was 2 different.
Right, exactly. But you don't think of the 80s were special to you because you were a teenager, though.
No,
it
the
wasn't.
80s were special to me because of the music and the movie.
Well, not for you, Bob.
and the
Not for you, but for
technology.
me. In the 80s, it was about being young and being indestructible, zero responsibilities, no mortgage, no car payment, no 40-hour-a-week job, all that stuff. All I had to do was get up in the morning, somehow dress myself, and get to school. That was it.
That was your experience, though.
Yeah.
That wasn't mine.
Right.
I was responsible. Nutty was born in 1989.
Right. I know yours is different, but that's the ass end of the 80s. So.
I had a paper route
know.
when I was 12. I was working when I was 12.
My teen years sucked.
No, we're not talking about the 80s. We're going to jump in to do that. Which one do you guys want to do first? Do you want to go social media, the good, the bad, the ugly? Do you want to go the Johnny Depp shit, or do you guys want to go about? Let's go social media. Let's start the social media one first. Yeah, let's go with that one. And I'm going to throw this question out, and we're going to start at the bottom with Mr. Bob Sharp. How has social media helped you during your day-to-day life?
How is social media? Well, okay.
Tough one.
I'm more informed about which actors died, because I always get a pop-up, this legendary actor died. Social media
By
helps
the
me
way,
keep in
have a
touch
good day.
with. Yeah, no, my social media helps me keep in touch with all my nieces and nephews who live across the USA and Europe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's an easy way to keep up with everybody. It really is,
Yeah.
because before you have to call or do all this, and ain't no one got time for all that. Sometimes call 15 people once a week. No, ain't no one got time for that.
Ain't
But
Yeah.
you
nobody
can
got
go
time
on
for that.
Facebook or Instagram, see what they're up to, make cute little comments about their kids. The whole
Yeah.
world loves you, and you're gone in 2 minutes. Bye.
Yeah. That's a great point. I mean, I remember as a kid, my parents calling Italy and Sicily, and
Hmm?
there was only one phone, so that person had to go down the street to get the who my mom was trying to call. So I can just like thinking of, hold on, wait a second, we'll be right back, and then they would go. You would hear just nonsense in the house until they ran across the street to go get whoever had that my mom wanted to talk to. It was hilarious. What happened to Jen? She lost her internet connection, maybe. Bruce, how's social media helped you in your day-to-day life? There she is. She's back. Never mind. Let's go Jen
Bruce.
first, then you, Bruce. All right, Jen.
Oh,
How-
I
uh,
accidentally pressed something wrong.
put the dochi down. Put the dochi down.
It was backwards.
Freaking strawberries.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
No,
that's
this is pineapple. I was talking
Yeah.
you. You didn't even get that, Bruce. I was talking about in the movie from Cheech and Chong,
Cheech and
where
Chong.
they go to the house and the birds talking shit. The owner of the house's name is Strawberry.
Yeah,
Strawberry.
his cousin Strawberry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he's
birds
Vietnam
all
vet.
the
Like a
birds all
strawberry.
Strawberry, Strawberry.
Yeah.
Bruce
I
thought I
still-
meant
I
this
think,
now.
I think I was still living in a cave back then.
Yeah. He was just working his way out of there.
Yeah.
Jen, how's social media helped you during your day-to-day life?
It keeps it, in all honesty, I communicate a lot during the day with social media. Throughout the day, I stay in contact with my favorite coworkers from various jobs. We send each other stupid memes, and it's our just way of staying in contact and saying hi.
Yeah.
I talk shit with Johnny,
Yeah.
and I do see news articles, especially earthquake alerts and alerts with regards to weather. That helps me with my job because I work in the mortgage industry, so I know what areas are going to quite possibly be needing disaster relief and stuff like that, depending on the season and what's going on with the weather. So social media really helps me with staying up on that.
Yeah.
And then every now and then I see I've never watched a freaking episode of the Kardashians and know way too much about them because of all the news alerts.
Just ask Bob. He'll help you out.
No, I'm
He'll
good.
get you caught up. Bob will get you caught up.
No, we won't.
And they're all over. I mean, everywhere you look, it's like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, I don't even watch these people, and they're all over the fucking
Yeah.
place.
Well, that's good. That's good. All good points. I mean, Bruce, how has social media helped you during your day-to-day?
I more fall for the entertainment aspect of stupid shit that's on the internet. Because I don't really post a lot, but I'll read, whatever comes through my 25 news feeds or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'll put a like or a check one or, thumbs up or something like that. But I really don't post a whole lot because, it's my business. And enough people put their own private business out there and their pictures of, what I'm doing now, all that other crap.
What we're
So,
eating. That's Johnny.
eating, what have you,
Pizza.
Hey,
So,
if I
I
read
mean-
something good, picture's going up.
Yeah, I mean, I just do it, and then most of my friends, they don't post a lot. I mean, some people post a lot, but my family, the daughter doesn't really post a whole lot, and then
She took after you. She took
Yeah.
after you more. Yeah, more
Yeah.
quiet and personal.
yeah. So I mean, I pretty much look at it as an entertainment value for me. So
That's just. I mean, that's your good. It's your good thing with you is. I mean, how much of social media do you use to help you with your golf game?
So,
No,
I watch YouTube for
YouTube
health
videos, right?
Yeah,
So you're.
health videos, but
Yeah. So you. I mean, that's
online lessons for that. But I mean,
and it still hasn't helped your game. No, I'm kidding.
sometimes it's easy to watch a video, but it's harder to go out there and do it. But I mean, sometimes
watch,
it helps. But
Do you watch training videos with Paige Peronic?
She's not training.
Oh
much.
God, I would
Really
watch
good.
those all day long.
No, most of them are a couple guys that I
Yeah,
watch. I
no,
have like a
that's a good point. I
notification
mean,
when they come out with chipping tips or bunker tips or
yeah,
driver tips or grip tips or
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
that's what's cool. I mean, like for me,
sound great
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. For me, like I think back, like when my son was, in early stages of Little League baseball and was starting wanting to pitch, and I think of it like back then. It's like if I needed someone to help my son be a better pitcher, I had to pay for that. I had to go find a pitching coach somewhere in Modesto to help him. And now it's just like, hey, how do I throw a curveball? Fucking just type that in YouTube, and you'll find a quadrillion friggin' videos on how to throw a curveball.
Well, I use it to like fix stuff. If I
to fix
roll
stuff.
up the garage door roll up motor.
Yeah.
I needed to make an adjust on the travel and stuff on it. It's like, well, there's no instructions on that crap anymore, right? So I just look it up on YouTube and poof, there's a video on how to adjust the track and the run things on it. I go, piece of cake,
Yeah. I mean, that's the good part of social media. I think people kind of forget about is just having that access.
Stuff. There's also a lot of stupid stuff, like TikTok.
Can you imagine our parents being able to pull a fucking video up on YouTube back in the day on something? It would have been just like, for them, it would have been like the greatest fucking thing ever.
My dad would be pulling up all kinds of shit.
Oh God, yeah, your dad would. And one of the most amazing moments I had was seeing my mom's face for the first time, actually seeing another person's face on that screen that was all the way on the other side of the world. And my mom just like it was like a Jetsons fucking moment, the Jetsons.
Yes, we all saw this coming. It's been in so many movies. I mean, we've been watching people talk like that in anticipation since we were little with Star Trek.
Well, the next thing will be the holograms.
The holograms, oh God forbid, man. Oh shit, I forgot to put my pants on. Hold on.
Like Demolition Man, the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone, it's kind of like that, where he wakes up and all this shit has changed. Well, we're there. You can literally, with your computers, like we're doing right now, with TVs, you can FaceTime.
Yep.
What's that one with the Bruce Willis movie where everybody is at home in a chair and they have an artificial AI person that's a younger version of them, like a healthy version that's actually out in the real world doing the crap, and everybody else is laid up in these special reclining chairs.
Yeah.
It's their conscious is in the body.
Yeah.
Like the Android.
I forgot the name of that movie.
That was a trippy ass movie, man.
Yeah. I remember it though. I'm sure Bruce. Well, I don't know. Jen might too, but you guys remember they tried to push that phone. I don't know what decade it was. Maybe early '90s. Remember that phone that came out that had the little screen on it? You guys remember that? And it was supposed to go in your house, and the other person on the other end had to have that device as well. That same phone that had the camera.
A couple of them that came out that way, but
I know that
everybody had to have the same thing, and it was a small screen.
Yeah, it was a real small screen, but I thought I clearly remember it. I don't know. I'm not sure what part of the '90s it came. It was they were trying to push it out, but I was thinking, wow, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, but the problem was that whoever you said they had to have the same system.
They had to have that same phone.
And it was probably expensive.
It was very expensive.
Very expensive. And it was like a pilot company that just. Either the concept got bought out by a bigger company and shut it down or something.
Google. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Apple.
It was if you really think about it, you have to go back. It would be MSN. It would be Microsoft because Microsoft had Skype. I think came out before any of the other video voice and whatever thing it was. It was horrible in the beginning. It never worked.
Facebook owns Skype now, or no?
No. Facebook owns WhatsApp.
No, it's
WhatsApp app.
Who owns Skype now?
Facebook. No, Facebook owns Instagram, WhatsApp, and
Skype is owned by somebody now. Is it?
Skype. I don't know who. Microsoft has always owned Skype. I don't know if that has changed hands, but now Google has the Duo. They have theirs as well. Yeah. I mean, I want it to start out talking about some of the positives before we start shitting on social media. Yeah. So,
my God.
Yeah. So we're gonna go. I'm kind of curious on this question for all you guys. So, what social media app do you feel? Here we go. Ready, guys? Which social media app do you feel has helped society? Look at the blank stares.
Like, Wikipedia.
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Yes.
YouTube.
I'd say more YouTube than anything at this point. But
yeah, YouTube. YouTube's going to be a big one. I mean, I think there's a lot of nonsense on YouTube too as well. So
yeah,
but it's what you're looking for, whatever you're looking for.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of help videos that you can gain access to, right? Not like TikTok. Well, you're not going to TikTok for help.
Yes, actually, on TikTok, they have different ones. They can do up to 10 minutes now, and they have cooking tutorials and all kinds of things.
Yeah, but some of that food they're cooking on there is just fucking gross, Jennifer.
What the fuck? What are you looking at?
I don't know. I mean, I just saw that one spaghetti one, and I was just like, dude, if you're proud of yourself for making that, you shouldn't be.
You are such a pasta snob.
Like on Facebook, they have that little, what's the little icon on the bottom that has like the little video feeds?
That's your what do they call those, Jen? I forget what they call those. Newsreels.
Newsreels. And some people put some stupid freaking videos on that thing, like how to clean a toilet, and there's stuff in the toilet full of sponges and dumping
Okay, that was. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That was a spoof. That was a spoof, and that's just for attention. They have other ones that are actually helpful.
No, but that thing lasts for like 15 freaking minutes,
But, well, you're the one who stayed there for 15 freaking minutes. So
it fucking draws you in, Jennifer.
No. I've come across that video. I watched the first part of it. I said, no, this is so wasteful. I don't want to see this anymore.
Yeah. Because then you got the ones, that they're like, oh, and we're doing this, and then they drag it out and drag it out and drag it out and drag it out.
Next.
Yeah. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Yeah, I know.
I don't know what you guys were watching.
I used to get mad, but like the other night it happened to me. I swear to God, I felt like it was only 5 minutes, and then I looked up. And I realized I was on fucking TikTok for an hour and 15 fucking minutes, dude. I was like, how the hell did that happen?
It's easy. It's easy.
I swear to God, guys, I looked up and I was like, I felt like I was into it for a good maybe 5-10 minutes. And I looked up and I go, fuck, it's 1:30 in the morning. How the hell did you get to 1:30 in the morning?
I have Facebook. It's
Hey, you might want to stay away from TikTok, Bruce.
I don't have TikTok.
You might.
Nor do I have Instagram.
I don't have TikTok either.
I do.
I don't have Instagram either. So
I got Instagram, but I do not have. I do not have.
Bob's on
Twitter.
IG. Yeah,
I'm avoiding Twitter.
You should jump on Twitter, Bob. I think you have a lot of. I think you have a lot of knowledge you can share on there.
Yeah.
All right, here you go, Bob. Here you go. This is the perfect scenario for you to start a perfect page that you could start on Twitter. Would be just a great sports one. You keep it to sports, keep it your interest, keep it, things that you're interested in. You can decide who follows you, who you follow. I think you would have a great, I think you'd have a successful Twitter account if you kept it to sports, because that's your, you go all the way back to the 60s and your knowledge.
You can do that on YouTube though.
Yeah, he does that with our show, but I'm saying I think with his knowledge that he has with sports and how he grew up with all the sports part of his life, he would have a pretty successful Twitter account on sports. And who knows, you might get somebody famous follow you, like Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp will follow you and have Amber come over to your house and shit on your couch.
Cut your finger off.
She would clean that shit up. That's all I would say.
Yeah, I was trying to think of other apps that I think have helped society, and I have to put the one that Bob just mentioned. I think I have to put Twitter in there. I think the ability to get instant news at your fingertips. Yes, granted, a majority of it is nonsense, but I think having the ability to be in a war zone and being able to tweet that out as quickly as possible and not wait for some major network news company to get out there, I think has helped a lot. I may have saved a lot of lives.
I've got an app called Smart News on my phone.
Yeah, Smart
And
News.
I get breaking news like every hour. I get 2 or 3 stories.
Yeah.
And pretty much
There's
that's
different
where
stuff.
I go now for my news because it's instantaneous. But once I read it, I gotta go look at the other side.
Right.
Okay? Because everyone's biased. Everyone is
Yep.
biased.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you want to know the truth, you look at your side and then you go find what the other side said. And somewhere in the middle of all that horse shit is what really happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, but weren't they censoring tweets to like?
No, they're not censoring. No, they don't censor any of the tweets. I mean, if it's coming like from the Ukraine and stuff like that, I think a lot of that was, I don't know.
Which one isn't Elon Musk buying Twitter?
He already
Twitter.
bought it.
No,
Yeah, he bought it.
No, he has
it's
not
on
bought it
hold.
yet.
It's on hold.
It's on hold. But
It's on
I'm
hold
saying,
because
as an
shareholders.
example of why they bought it was because
Who said it was on hold?
The news.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He
Who
said it was
was-
on hold.
Is the FCC jumping in? Maybe.
No, because the
No.
stock values are all down because the market was tanking.
Right.
Mm.
And not just that. The
He was
stockholders
buying
were
Twitter
not
for $54 a
necessarily-
share. Its value was down to 30 something dollars. a
So he's
share.
holding. He's holding out. He's like,
and
I
then
get it
his
cheaper.
stock for Tesla was down too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
part of the buyout is Tesla stock.
Yeah. So
yeah,
he's
it's
just
on
waiting
hold.
for. Yeah, I was trying to think of other apps that are out there. I mean, I gotta give Apple some credit. I mean, they do have, the watch. I think that's a major app for a lot of people that use it for fitness and stuff. You know what I go? Bob's like, it's not me. I think a lot of people.
I know the Fitbit. You got the Fitbit.
Yeah,
On
Fitbit.
mine, I've got a Healthy Heart one where it measures all my walking and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I think some of that stuff has helped
very
society.
helpful.
Tells me how far the hole is.
That's I've used that app. It comes in fucking handy, man.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is they need to add a GPS to the ball. Once they do that, and then I'm set. Because if I hit it in a round,
there's a GPS to where you're standing.
what's that?
There's a GPS to where you are.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the fucking ball after I hit it.
Oh, yeah, no, they actually have those. Well, they do have those.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
need
little
that.
thing you just-
But that makes the ball very expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. But think about the money you're going to save on lost balls, though.
You're not if you're hitting that bad, John, you shouldn't be playing golf.
Don't go losing your balls.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah. Keep your
I wear
balls
my
in.
balls out before I lose them, John.
Yeah. Do you soak them? Do you
Huh?
soak them? Do you put them in the soaker?
No, you're not
The
supposed
ball
to soak.
cleaner?
Supposed
You
to
put them in the
wash
ball cleaner.
You wash your balls. You don't soak your balls. John.
Yeah, I soak them,
Oh,
wash
my
them.
God.
I gotta soak mine
Cook
every
them with
now
a
and then.
little butter.
Yeah,
I
ooh,
am back in
butter.
fifth grade right now with my
You
humor
gotta,
with all this ball
you gotta
talk.
use a little loofah. Kinda clean it up a little bit.
What the fuck? A loofah? You taking a sponge down there too with the
Okay,
80
public-
grits?
Public service announcement.
Yeah, do
use
not-
the
yeah.
loofah
Loofah your
on your
balls.
balls.
And do not use
Yeah,
80
the
grit.
problem is you can't wash your balls too long
Yeah,
before you're disinterested.
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, and besides, your balls will get waterlogged.
They need an app for that.
So
They need an
like I
app.
said, if you lose a ball, if you find a ball in water, you don't
If you
want
find a bowl of water, you better ask your friend. if
You
he
got a
can
little
touch
app
your
that
you don't want
tells you
that
your
ball's
balls are.
probably no good anymore.
Yeah,
because
got a
it's
little.
been soaking in water.
Stir
got
your
that
That's
balls
why I
with
don't go
milk.
swimming, Bruce.
Yeah,
If my ball's in the water, it's not going to be good anymore. I'm not going swimming.
Like,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
you know,
yeah. They
Yeah.
need an
Swimming
app.
around.
They
Your
need an
ball-
app
ball
that
will
just
start
tells you.
soaking up the water.
Can you imagine that? Just an app that tells you, "Hey, it's time to wash your balls." It just goes off. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
It's kind of obvious when you need to wash your balls.
Oh my god.
Yes, it is obvious you need to watch the ball.
Ah.
Is there a
I
chance
don't
I
think
might
you-
be lucky tonight?
I don't think
ball.
you-
Talking about golf
Bob,
balls.
you need a
Are we
reminder to
done?
wash your balls.
I'm talking about golf balls, not those balls.
Okay.
I was talking about golf balls.
I wasn't.
Can you
neither.
guys? Can you think of some of the other things? I think with what's the one that I don't. Well, I guess it's an app now, and I guess you have it. You have this as part of your service in your company, though, don't you guys? I have fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, we
And
sell those.
Yeah, so I think that's that it's an app now. I know.
What we're talking, there's differences between apps and social media. This was about social media. There's a billion apps out there.
Well, social media is that's an app. App is part of social. That app is part of social. You got it from social media, I guess.
Well, yeah, you have your apps, but the topic is social media itself. Fuck the app.
Yeah, well,
I'm like, you got your banking apps, you've got your credit card apps, you've got
my question was, what social media apps do you feel have helped society, Jen? That's the question.
Social media apps.
Yeah, but see, I consider social media as people talking to each other.
Yeah. Well, I could talk to that guy when I fall down. Yeah, I fell down. Come fucking get me now. I'm in the bathroom. I hit my head on the toilet.
We're getting a signal that you might need help. Would you like us to call the authorities?
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of put them in there as well. I mean, I figure,
Okay. That's not a social media app. I know you want to try. And
Well, I don't know if Bruce and Bob remember, because I don't know if you guys were into chatting back in the early 90s when computers were out. Me and Jen.
Go to a bar, you'd buy a woman a drink, and then you start chatting.
No, I mean at home. I know Jen knows what I'm talking, because me and her dad used to use the program.
You go to a bar, buy a woman a drink, start chatting her up, you bring her home, and then you talk to her at your house.
Then you ask her to wash your balls.
Yes, with a loofah.
With the loofah.
The loofah. Yeah.
No, not the sandpaper. Not the sandpaper.
Soap too. So
soap. Bruce has got to add. Use soap. Use soap.
Yeah, see that toilet brush there? Just grab that fucker.
Don't use a toothbrush.
Well, I'm going to throw in social media app. I'm going to throw in let's say, for instance, news outlets chat rooms.
God, no.
No, I don't think any of those have helped society.
Not the chat rooms. Not the chat rooms. I go in there to laugh and watch people
How about the
fight.
comment threads? How about the comment threads?
Yes, I go there to laugh.
Entertainment
value only.
I see the people fight. I laugh at the shit that they say. These are strangers, and some of the stuff that they say is like, oh my God.
Yeah. And some people hunt people down.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
Your profile shows up on the link, and they can.
But thankfully, it doesn't show up. If you got people unless you're stupid enough to put your address on there, but.
But it's you're talking like 10 minutes of work to find out where someone actually lives.
Like in the Facebook app, I mean, like a friends thread. But I mean, I've done it where I see somebody's comment, right, and I don't know, and I'll click on their picture in Facebook, and it will take me to their Facebook page.
It does do that, but that doesn't give you their address.
No, it doesn't.
But you can bash them on Facebook.
Bruce is talking about continuing the bashing,
I'm going.
Bruce is just following them from Google to fucking Facebook.
The humor, I don't get in on it. But I mean, I've seen people do it. Where they go.
I have too.
Check out your Facebook thread, you commie. It's like
the woman.
Get personal.
The woman's like, Bruce, please leave me alone, Bruce. Please stop following me.
I don't jump on threads. I'll read threads, but I don't jump on threads.
I love jumping on threads, but I don't start shit. I kind of just get my point out there. I do a little thing is when I go and comment on a thread and I don't want anything back from it, I'll go and comment real quickly, then go back up to the top, click the 3 little dots up there and click no more notifications from this post, and I don't have to see it again. At least I know I got my opinion out there. I don't need to hear anybody else's.
He comments and runs.
Yeah, comments and runs, because I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal with it.
That's like a girl argument.
That's right. I am that kid that takes his basketball home because you're not letting me play. Yeah. That's it. And you guys are shit out of luck on the basketball court with no ball.
Man, were you picked on as a child?
Well, technically, if I brought the basketball to the game and they ain't letting me play, fuck them. I'm taking the ball home too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm taking the ball home, baby.
Why bring a ball to a court that's not going to let you play? That was your first mistake. And
yeah, it happens. I've seen it happen. I
just don't.
We all remember those.
We
all remember those bullies. He had the basketball, and but he just couldn't play basketball. Or we told him, anytime we pass it to you, pass it right back. That was
Right,
like
don't
the thing.
shoot.
Don't shoot. Okay, I get to play. All right, cool.
No, see, what I used to do was, because I was the youngest one out of all my cousins and all that other stuff. So what I would do is I would secretly go to the gym and practice.
Yeah.
And then when I brought the ball to the game, they'd be like, okay, pass it back, don't shoot. As soon as they passed it to me, nobody could guard me. I'd shoot.
Yep.
And I'd make it.
What? So they didn't want you to make it so that
no, they just thought you sucked.
They just thought I sucked. They didn't know I was
no good.
Yeah. Back then, but see, Bob was secretly the great white hope back then, and they didn't know it.
I was trying.
Yeah,
white men can jump.
Yeah, he was trying to be the next.
White man can jump.
Yeah, white man
Yeah,
can
see,
jump.
I could shoot and pass, but I
You guys heard they're remaking that.
I couldn't dribble.
Are you serious?
They're bringing it. There's a reboot for that movie.
The original with Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. I don't know
They don't
who's
need to remake it.
there. I know it wasn't that successful. I didn't think it was that successful of a movie to be a reboot.
Me? That was
I mean, it was a good movie, but I didn't think it was. It's not part of
It was an excellent movie.
It wasn't part of like the list of like I had to see that movie.
I told you what you could do with that list.
Hey, that list is number one. That list is number one. When did that movie come out? Mid-90s?
1895.
90s.
No.
Yeah. I mean, if you asked 100 people from the 90s, okay, you asked 100 people from 1990 what they thought, or even if they brought up that movie in conversation, I would assume maybe 5 people would remember that movie.
Maybe in your circles, again, your list.
Again, I'm telling you. Well, I'm saying in the whole nationwide. Okay, Jane, nationwide. If you were to poll 100 people to name some great movies from the 90s, I find it hard to believe if anybody says White Man Can't Jump.
Okay, moving on.
Bob, you would not list that as your top 10 movies.
I'd be out there going, we're going to Sizzler. We're going to Sizzler.
Oh,
you see we was going to Sizzler.
There were so many
anorexic looking,
movies.
Oh, man. All right, let's talk about bullies. Jennifer, how do you deal with a troll? Everybody that doesn't know what a troll is on social media. Bruce, you know what a troll is? You block them. Do you even get into the?
No, I'm not. I work in customer service.
So why are you giving me shit for blocking the comments?
No.
Okay.
I don't. If I say something and people will rebuttal, and that's fine. And I actually, in any type of thread like that, I come respectfully. I just give a point of view and I come respectfully. If someone gives me shit, I'm not going to sit here and fight with you in public.
Yeah,
I don't fucking know you. I block them. I don't block the thread. I will other people communicate. But if you're going to start shit, I don't got time for that. I don't get paid for it. Bye.
Yeah. Well, the reason I bring that up is because it seems to be always added as being a part of today's society that's making it harder for teenagers to grow up because of internet bullies. Now that they're having to deal with internet bullies, and to me, okay, we're 80s kids. We brush shit off. We move along. We do our thing. No big deal. We don't care. We don't give a shit.
Some of the bullies are 80s kids that are now adults. And
right. Yeah, exactly. Some of them are now. But I for them saying that is a burden for teenagers today because they have to deal with internet bullies, I'm like, well, you didn't teach. To me, I'm not going to shit on anybody, but to me, you taught your kid wrong. Because I think that your son or your daughter should be like, big fucking deal.
But
that's your opinion. That's mine. Move on.
It depends.
It shouldn't make you depressed. It shouldn't depress you.
Because some of the bullying online, and I understand what you're saying, Johnny, but again, it's perception.
Yeah.
Some of the bullying online has caused suicide and things of that nature because of the way that these kids are being come at, not by just other kids, but adults.
Yeah,
people
adults
are fucking cruel. And the thing is that not everybody has a strong mentality to just brush it off. Some people already suffer from insecurities and things of that nature. And if you have the right person who's narcissistic as well as a bully, they will fuck you up if you let them.
Yeah.
So it is a problem. There is and it's not just kids, it's adults at kids, adults at each other. It's ridiculous.
Scroll past it, shut it off, block them.
But when you have somebody coming at you,
again, shut it off,
but not everybody
block
has
them,
that. Not
move
everybody
along.
has that ability.
I know, because I get what you're saying. There are some individuals that keep. They just keep going at it. And I get that. And I understand the suicide and all that other stuff. But to me, it's just like, I look at my kids and my kids are just like, I shut it off. Did I raise them that way? I'm assuming I did because, I raised them the way I was raised. That's a bully. You can either do two things. You can either kick his ass or walk away.
Okay, yeah, we are not suggesting that you resort to physical violence.
No, right, exactly. But that's how you dealt with it. You either dealt with it or you got away from it. You did your best to get out of that situation, whatever you had to do.
Yeah, and that was then, and this is now where you have kids that have classmates or class.
Right. Yeah. Now we're not talking about what happens at school. We're talking about what happens here on the internet.
On social media. After school, they get on social media. They may harass each other on social media. They could be
but
we got picked on in the classroom.
Right. But I'm going to ask you one thing here. If you already know that that's the type of person you are, that can't handle criticism, can't handle being taught, don't you think you stay away from it?
If you're 15 years old or 16
I have known people that have started YouTube channels that have broke down and started crying and stopped it because of somebody trolling their YouTube channel.
Yeah, that they just couldn't handle it anymore.
If you couldn't have handled, you knew that already. If you had that sort of mentality or that sort of personality, maybe you shouldn't have got yourself involved in that.
Sometimes people do not necessarily know
Bob, your thoughts.
How it's going to impact them until it impacts them.
Yeah. No.
My thoughts? There are too many people sitting behind keyboards who have never been punched in the fucking face.
Yeah, they haven't.
Because in my day, if you wanted to bully, talk about somebody, you pretty much had to do it face to face. The problem is the bullies always had backup.
Yeah.
So what you do is you arrange to talk to them and you bring bigger backup.
Okay, so it's a turf war, so don't fuck around.
It's not a turf war.
No,
it's just a show of force. Because if a bully knows he's outnumbered, he will stop.
Yeah, he will stop.
Well, yeah, most normal person would, I hope.
All bullies want is a reaction.
They want a reaction.
They live for the reaction. If
some
you
of
do
them
not
are just
react,
dicks.
they leave you alone.
Nah.
They'll
try it. They'll try their damnedest to try to get you to react, to cry. It's always the same thing. Cry, come on, motherfucker, cry, come on. Yeah, and it's like you don't.
That's horrible.
Well, and then you don't cry, and then they just I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know that everybody is different, and I'm not pretending like everybody should be a hard ass and be tough and all this other nonsense, but it's so. Of all the bullying that has been since day one of existence, social media, it has to be the easiest way to get yourself out of it. I mean, it's a click. It's a click. But again, it's an easy way to get into it, but it's an easy way to get out. I mean, back in the day, like Bob, it's like Bob's saying, back in the day, you either confronted that person and dealt with it, or you just let it go. Now
that's called assault.
You got in a fight, but now
you're assault. It's only assault if you hit somebody.
Right.
Yeah, if you're getting a bunch of guys together to go meet these other guys that to take.
I didn't say we're going to beat them up.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I had more backup.
Backup. Just have backup. That's all you needed back then. Yeah, if one guy was there,
anybody on one-on-one, if they were going to bully me, I mean, And when I played football, we had a group of guys. There was like 10 of us, and we would defend the smaller kids that everyone picked on.
Yeah. Same here.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, we did the same
Yeah,
thing.
But
absolutely.
those smaller kids, when you got nobody else to be around you to protect you, they're still going to be
Right.
Then
possible
you
prey.
walk away.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
always do that, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, but see,
You
that's
walk
what I'm
away, you
saying.
get out of it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
As far as social media is concerned, you do. You just click. You leave that Facebook group page. You leave that. You don't go. You don't go into those chat rooms. You don't go into those.
We know that.
Yeah. Right. And that's what I'm saying. You know, back then, yeah, you know, you had to confront the bully. You had to. You had no choice. You know, you had to do it. Nowadays, but I'm just saying, I find it hard. I mean, maybe I'm just being stupid, but I just find it hard to believe that it can affect a teenager today so drastically, like it has been, that it's become like one of the most important things that parents and groups out there talk about is bullies online. And I'm thinking to myself, you shut it off. You shut it off.
Because you're a different caliber and you don't understand it because you're not
You
experienced.
just shut it off, Jennifer.
Okay. You need
Yeah,
to look more
but,
into
okay,
sensitivity
I'm
with
gonna
regards to mental
side
health.
with Jennifer here for just 1 second.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
That's what happened at Columbine. Okay.
Yeah.
These two kids were getting bullied so bad, their
Yeah.
only outlet was to take guns to school and kill all the son of bitches they could who were
Yeah.
bullying them.
Yeah.
When kids bring weapons to campus, it's because the bullying got out of hand. Now,
Yes.
if they tell a teacher and the teacher or principal just
Right.
laughs it off because it's star athletes and it'll be okay, that's wrong.
Yes.
I mean, I've seen bullying go too far.
Yeah.
But also, I've seen it stopped if you just get out of it, just walk away. It's not that important to me. Because all I'm looking for is a reaction.
Yeah.
But the smoothest thing I ever saw in my life, and I feel bad for teenage girls because you'll get a group of guys and one guy will lie and say, oh, yeah, I had sex with that one right there. Okay? So that's all they're talking about is this dude had sex with a girl that he never did.
Yeah.
So this girl waited 6 weeks.
OMG.
This chick waited 6 weeks. Then she walked up to this dude who was a star athlete in front of all his friends and the cheerleaders, looked him straight in the eye and said, I'm pregnant.
Ah, perfect. And he got the.
move I ever saw in my life.
I mean, that was pretty good because what is he gonna say? It wasn't me after telling everybody he's.
It was me, man.
And you're like, no, you're the only one that I've been with, and you told everyone
Yeah.
we did it.
Yeah, I
So
wore
I'm
condom.
having your baby until he admits, okay, I lied. Thank
I
you.
wore
So
condom.
he had to say that shit in front of all his friends.
Yeah. No, that's smooth. That is smooth.
That was pretty good.
Smoothest move I've ever saw in my life.
Yeah.
That woman was
Yeah.
a gangster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I
Not
find
everybody
it
has
hard to believe that it affects these kids so much, and
Maybe
I get
you
it.
should look into the. Maybe you should look into it. That's your.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
that's your homework.
I
Come on, John,
I just shut it
go
off.
get your sensitivity pillow and go sit in the corner.
Yeah, I don't
You
get
keep it out,
sensitive.
Bruce.
That's the
You
problem.
do.
I don't. I laugh it off. I just like either I'm going to debate and argue back and forth with you, or I'm just going to walk away.
Because that's the stubborn Italian. in you.
But
Not
yeah, but-
everybody's like that, and you have
Yeah.
to stop assuming everybody's like that.
No, I would. I just
no, everybody.
I moved
Look,
around. I've
man.
always went to
Everybody,
school, found
Jennifer.
bullies,
I get what you're saying,
beat
but
the shit out of them,
everybody's
and
got an off
it was all
button.
good.
Everybody can shut their phone off. Everybody can leave a thread. Everybody can delete the Facebook app. Everybody can delete their YouTube app. You can still watch a YouTube
really
video
see a
without
lot of
commenting.
Yeah, I don't YouTube.
do.
I don't.
Yeah, thank you,
I don't
Bruce.
really
We
go
all
into
do.
the comments on YouTube, but things like
You
Facebook-
bring it into your house. It's like, what's that thing where the vampire can't come into your house unless you invite him? You are inviting that nonsense into your house.
What you don't understand, and which I'm trying to explain to you, Johnny,
Yeah.
is that not everybody has the mental capability and strength
Maybe
to say what
not.
you're
Maybe
saying.
not.
And
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain to you that
No, I know what you're saying.
there wouldn't be such a big need for mental health and therapy and counseling right now because of the pandemic. The only way that a lot of people have been able to communicate is through social media because
Yeah.
everybody's been required to stay away from everybody else. So the normal the
I
normal
moved them.
socialization, skills, those are no longer there. So they have no choice but to
Whose fault
communicate
is
if they're
that?
going to communicate.
Whose
It's a
fault?
fucking pandemic.
It's
So you're
parents. It's parents'
no,
fault.
it's not just no, it's not just the parents' fault.
It's parents' fault.
It's everything that's going on right now. So to just shrug it off and say, well, I can understand how that could be because I don't get it because you're not that way.
Yeah, I just shut it off. I mean,
And
I
that's
get my
good.
good share of bullying. There's plenty of news websites. MSN has officially taken it out. Now they brought it back in because the threads would get insane in there, and I get it. And like Bruce said, it was entertaining. I would go in there I would look for certain articles on MSN and then just go. I didn't even read the article. I just
You
knew
go
that I
for
was
the
going to start
comments,
shit by just a
the
headline.
title.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I went right to I didn't even read the thread, the article. I went right to the fucking comments because I knew that was 15 to 20 minutes of entertainment. I was gonna laugh my ass off. I was gonna have fun with it.
Because
And-
and people do take
Yeah.
out their frustrations on complete strangers, and is it right? No, it
Yeah.
is a way for people to express themselves and to get pent out
Yeah.
energy as well. And sometimes it goes a little bit far,
Yeah.
but there are people who do not have the ability to really
No, I
fight
know.
or
They
stick up
mentally
for
they
themselves.
don't have it in
If
there, but
somebody
maybe
came
they.
at me, I would just be like, "Fuck you,"
Yeah.
and just like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I find it's just weird. It's just weird, seeing that that's such a big deal in society today because we've all been bullied. Even I have been bullied. I got bullied for the first couple weeks when I moved here because I was from Philadelphia. Obviously I was a whole different type of person that these kids here in California in this little town of Modesto have ever seen. So I had to kick some ass, to get a little bit of respect. But but I'm just saying,
I'm
I
not
think
saying that stuff like that didn't happen. Boys used to pick on my brother all the time. I fought.
it happens
I had
everywhere.
choice.
And did that bullying make your brother a better person?
No. David got bullied and I got into fights.
Right.
David was littler. And it didn't make him a better person.
He's a better person today for it. I'm sure he has a little more.
He's a better person because of his wife.
Yeah, well, exactly that too.
She really helped David.
Yeah, I don't know. You ready to talk about Johnny Depp?
in the bed shitter?
The bed shitter. Yeah, the bed shitter.
I really like that thing. I'm so over it because you know what? In all honesty, I think she's a twat waffle, and I think that he is not perfect. And they're two people, and they're fucking famous, so all of their shit's all over the place now.
But doesn't this make you not want to be famous? Isn't that? Do you get that? No, I know, but I'm just saying, it's just like you start. Everyone's like, oh, it would be great to be a Hollywood movie star and make millions of dollars, but then you see shit like this, and you're like, dude. But you have to think. Can you imagine all your private shit out there?
No.
just for the whole world to see. I get it. Those two guys are both of them are probably egotistic sons of bitches. Both of them.
In all honesty, I think Amber needs to ride this shit on the bed ride and do like sheets or like fucking little things and sell that. People will buy it. Go ahead, take it and run with it, lady. But
it's just weird. I don't know who signed off on this. They had to agree to make this public. I think if Johnny's team,
not necessarily.
Yeah. No. It's private. That could have just stayed in closed door session, and nobody would have seen a single thing out of it. It just makes you know.
Book.
Right. Exactly. But I'm saying they had to agree that this was going to be televised. It doesn't come down to a court or a network to decide whether. They have to say, yeah, you know what, fuck it, yeah, let's do this. And that just tells me how much of egotistic sons of bitches both of them are, because it's just like.
I think it's because also the content of it, of a man actually being a victim of domestic violence by a woman, that's something that is considered to be very taboo. Yeah. And also it opens up the argument for the fact that so many women in the past, it makes it difficult for a woman to truly say that they've been a victim of domestic violence. If you have somebody like that saying that they are when they're not, it brings that doubt in. It's not a good thing for women in general.
Yeah,
So,
well,
and
they
then
should
to see
they should have a
America do
meeting.
that.
They should have a meeting on it. No, I think it's a joke, and I think this whole thing is, and I mean, they're all fighting. Oh, Bob's back. Let me put Bob back on. Hold on. There you are.
It's their personal stuff, and in all honesty, I'm not rich, and neither one of them have anything to really do with my life. Neither one of them are perfect.
You can't help but laugh your fucking ass off though when you start
some
seeing
of the stuff. Oh my god, when he said, "Is the what's the word for it? The something whore that I donated my jizz to." Staying over at your place. He said it was the funniest shit I ever heard. I don't condone that. I don't condone it. But the way that he said it was the slippery. I think he said it is the slippery whore that I donated my jizz to for a moment in time, staying over there, stuff like shit like that. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
No matter what's going on, that was priceless.
How about you, Bob? You been keeping up a little bit?
All I know is she took a dump in his bed. Other than that,
it looked like she was snorting something too while she was up on that stand.
Did you see that?
I saw that too.
That
looked like a snort to me, man.
She straight up bummed. She did that. She looked at it and she went, and I was like, oh.
She totally did a bump. I was just like, come on, girl. You know there's a camera on you, man. Come on.
You're sitting here and you are saying that he's, he drugs and everything. You straight up did a bump.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But here's the funny part, all right?
Yeah.
So if this was me and one of my ex-girlfriends, nobody would give a rat's ass.
Right.
About what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Rich people get a lot of good shit because they're rich and famous. But they also get the shitty end of the deal when bad stuff happens.
Yeah. Yeah. It can hit the shit. The shit can hit the fan fast or the bed.
If I was both of those two, I'd have just broke up and said, I'm on my way. Peace out.
Yeah.
And let it go.
Well, yeah. I mean, whether or not you win or lose, you're actually both are losing. I mean, you're both destroying your careers.
Yeah. Yes.
Both totally destroying your career. That's what I was saying to Jennifer. Both of them had to sign off on this to say, yeah, let's go ahead and put this on TVs. You have to say, so for that just shows me how egotistical they are. It's just like they think they are literally above the law, these people. And it's like, fuck it. I'll put all my dirty laundry out there and we'll let society decide on which of us is right and which of us is wrong. And like Jen said, they're probably both fucking freaks. They're both freaks.
I didn't say they were freaks. I said neither one of them is perfect, and I'm sure that, in all honesty, from looking at from the outside in and seeing everything that's going on, it does look like that she's a manipulative person. Her history with regards to domestic violence, she actually had the charges pressed against her from an ex. Unfortunately, a lot of it is pointing towards the fact that maybe she's a little bit unstable, and that she does have the ability to get in those type of situations. And I've seen women like that. I honestly have, where they will poke and they will poke and they will purposely start shit with their significant other to fight. And and I don't know where it comes from. Sometimes it comes from past situations of abuse themselves or how they were raised. But I've seen it happen where women will purposely push even the nicest man to just lose their fucking minds.
I mean, let's be honest. We don't know Johnny Depp. We don't know what he's like. We have no idea.
Nobody's perfect.
I mean, we don't know what he does.
I believe that there was an interaction. I believe that it was on both sides. But I honestly, from looking at the stuff, it does appear that maybe she might instigate some things sometimes.
All I know about Johnny Depp is he likes to spend fucking money. That's all I know about Johnny Depp.
He makes a lot of money.
He makes a lot of money and he spends a lot of money. And he loves his fucking wine. That's all I know. He loves his wine. I love it when the guy says it was a large bottle of wine. Correct. And Johnny kept saying, Yeah, a big pint. It was a pint. He's like a large bottle. I'm like, he's trying to get Johnny to say it was a pint of wine. It wasn't a regular or whatever they call those big craft. A craft. It was a craft. He was trying to get him to say craft, and Johnny's like, yeah, it was a lot of wine. Yes, it was a big bottle. I was just like,
well, no, a pint is only like 16 ounces.
Yeah, 16 ounces. He was trying, which is a standard bottle.
Wine, a fifth is 25.4.
Yeah,
and a liter's 33.8.
Yeah, he was trying to get Johnny to say craft. It was a craft of wine.
A carafe.
Yeah. In one night, and I was like, yeah, so what? He likes his wine. Big friggin' deal.
A carafe of wine? That's like a fifth. Okay. John Roncalli does 2 of those before he makes fucking pizza.
I do that before I start the show, man.
That's not good for your liver.
Yeah, but I'm not worth millions and own islands and houses all over the country. The one thing that got me to laugh is she alleged it that here it is. I'll read it. Heard alleged Depp did a cavity search on her when he thought she was hiding his cocaine, and I was just like, no, he did not. I'm sorry. I just.
Okay, and the thing is that it was something like that. I know that is a very that is a very hard accusation.
Yeah.
But again, with something like that, with regards to women, I would have a hard time either way. I'm just going to stand back on that one because we don't necessarily.
I mean, all right, Jennifer. I mean, love is love. I mean, if you really love somebody that you're trying to get them to stop, you're not putting it there. You're putting it somewhere else in the house.
Again, remember their relationship is unconventional. Yeah. You don't know what the fuck could have happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I just made me laugh when I read that. Bob, your thoughts?
Wait, hold on. A cavity search, that's like foreplay, right?
That's foreplay for them, man.
That's foreplay.
Okay, the thing is,
at least that's what I used to call it when I had a girl naked.
Usually when you hear the term a cavity search, it's not necessarily something that is consensual. If you get a cavity search from, like, say, law enforcement, you're not saying, oh, please do me with your fingers. Yeah. You are
to the left. Move to the left.
You are being searched, not necessarily at your will.
Yeah. Well, okay, trust me. If I'm with a woman and we're naked, she's getting a cavity search because that's foreplay. Okay.
Okay.
And she'll enjoy it.
But you're not going there to look for your cocaine.
No, I'm not looking for my cocaine.
No, the accusation. She's accusing him giving her a cavity search, basically against her will, because he thought that she stashed his cocaine in her vagina.
I understand that. Okay, I understand that. The only way I'm giving a woman a cavity search against her will is if she's hiding my fucking Haribo gummy bears. Okay.
Don't you fucking put those gummy bears up there, bitch.
Where are my gummy bears? They better be. There better be. You better have. It better turn. What is it? Where's that thing where the blue and green or blue and whatever make green on the Ziploc bags? You better make sure that. You better make sure it's sealed before you shove.
That would be very uncomfortable.
Make sure that bitch is green, okay?
Make sure it's green before you shove it up in there.
I'll be selling vagina marinated gummy bears.
Chad is in the house. Hey, Chad.
They just fired
oh no! I mean, I mean, it's just so weird. I don't watch the whole thing throughout the day.
I don't either.
I just kind of get my tidbits from here and there during the week, during the day, to see where it's going, and it's just one of the things I thought was really what I find is hilarious is she has money, right? Did she hire like the C team of fucking lawyers? Did she hire
that guy seems like such an idiot.
Did they? I mean, did she just like go get a public defender to take care of this case, dude? I mean, this guy's an idiot.
To his own fucking question.
He objected. Yeah, he objected to himself. I was like, dude, What? And then you see Johnny's lawyer. He's just fucking cracking up. Johnny's lawyer is just like, dude, you just objected to yourself.
It's a shit show. It's any of the little bit that I've seen, it's a shit show.
I mean, they're fighting for some big money here, and you would assume
it's defamation of character because what you said caused him to lose Pirates of the
right. So you would assume, and maybe Johnny went throughout the country and tried to hire all the lawyers so she couldn't find one. Maybe, I don't know, but the group that she put together. The group that she put together, I'm like, dude, I would have fired them the first freaking day. I would have been like, you know what? You guys are idiots.
Maybe they were the only ones who took her case.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, does anybody want to go up against Johnny and Johnny's team? So,
especially since she especially who's Johnny?
Johnny Five.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Five.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Five.
So I just, in all honesty, whatever outcome it is, it's not going to impact my life. So I don't.
No, it's not. It's not going to affect us in any way. It's
entertaining to see a little bit, but no. There's a lot of other things going on in the world.
Right. I mean, there's so much going on, but it's just like I said. I mean, it's just like you couldn't have gone into this situation. This isn't going to help either one of them with their careers. Obviously, maybe, I mean, there's sympathy. The sympathy side, everyone's on Johnny's side. A majority of the people are on Johnny's side on this whole situation. So does he continue to make movies? I'm sure it's going to be a little lapse in time before he but I don't see her making a movie. And she's gotten bad.
She will.
And she's gotten bad reviews from other co-hosts or not whatever you want to call them, co-actors that said she's impossible to work with, blah blah blah. So I mean, she's going in with a pretty shitty reputation. I can't think of the last time anyone said something bad.
I got that joke, John.
You got it? Yeah. Yeah. Which one? Oh, right here.
No. When you said she's going in with a pretty shitty reputation.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you made that joke up. He didn't necessarily mean that, but it was
I did.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
No, I did. Shit is all part of this whole thing. Shit is the main topic of this.
We've been talking shit.
I wish he would have took a picture of it. Is there a good picture of it? Has anybody found a picture of it?
I don't think there's a picture.
I just want to make sure she's got, good bowel movement. Her stomach is processing.
Is it watery or is it?
Yeah, I was at a nice solid roll, like round, and was it
just like, why did I come back?
Yeah, was there any raisins in it or grapes or corn? Peas, whatnot in there. But yeah, I mean, Johnny's going to continue to make movies. Obviously, everyone's kind of feeling bad for him and his situation.
Caribbean are fantastic.
I mean, do you guys? I know we all like entertainment. I know Bob likes entertainment. He pretends like he doesn't, but he's all into entertainment news. Can you remember the last time anybody said anything bad about Johnny?
Yeah, he sucked as Willy Wonka.
Hey, I like that movie.
He sucked at it, but did anybody that worked with him say? I don't remember anybody ever saying he was hard to deal with, or he was,
No, he didn't have that kind of reputation. Yeah. But again, what your reputation is and what you show the public can be different from what you show.
Well, right. He kept business.
Yeah. So the thing is that every now and then, when you allow yourself to get a little sloppy, sometimes people will get a peek into the truth of you. Yeah. But I can assure that many people have 2 or 3 fucking personalities.
Yeah. No, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he has a different outlook towards life when he's at home than he is when he's on the set. He's professional. Maybe that's probably pretty true.
You're just different people with different audiences. You're not the same person you are with your mom that you are with your best friend. You're not the same.
All right. Well, let's put it this way: when was the last time you saw anything on social media that Johnny was bad before this? Other than him buying islands and cannons to shoot his...
Jennifer Grey did put in her biography because they were engaged at one time,
Right.
that he was jealous, and there was a few things that were of concern. So there are
Yeah.
people who say contrary, and there's also, it said that the mother of his 2 children, she was paid to make sure that she voiced that things were amicable.
Johnny Depp starring as Bob Sharp.
Pop's life story.
Well, didn't
There
she?
you go.
Yeah, Bob.
I don't think Johnny could pull it off, Chad.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wasn't she
He is
only
one of
having
those.
a
He is
affair
one of
with
those method actors. He might be able to pull it off, Bob.
You
Wasn't
never
she
know what a
supposed to be
person's
having an affair
capable of.
with Elon Musk?
No, it wasn't an affair. They right after her and Johnny, I guess, divorced, she dated Elon Musk very shortly,
still-
and then,
Yeah, I mean,
still-
she's
no.
been around the block. She's
She
been
was still
around the block.
married to
and that
to
doesn't
him.
matter.
No, it doesn't
matters-
matter. It doesn't
What
matter.
What matters
yeah.
is
No,
whether or not
I mean,
she's
just like the-
violent.
Yeah,
Supposedly that happened when they were still married, though. Because
I
he
think
was
it
out-
did.
he
I
was
think
out
you're
on
right. I think she got
location.
into an argument with him and ended up somehow being with Elon Musk at the
Yeah,
time.
because he was.
Yeah,
he was
I remember
covered
that,
yeah, and they were still married. He was just out,
Yeah.
out of the picture because he was making a movie.
Right.
And
Yeah, and
then
I think
the-
she's
the-
also been with what's his name
The
too
door
as
guy
well.
said that Elon came by late at night and didn't leave until the morning.
Yeah,
Several times.
and the other guy, what's his name too? The one that.
Franco.
Yeah, Franco has been
James
tied to
Franco.
her as well while they were
But the
married.
thing, and again, even if that's the case, say that
Adultery.
Who cares? Say that she fucked the basketball team. There's still no excuse for some of
She
this
fucked
shit.
A-class fucking Hollywood stars.
She's not a Kardashian. She's not in the basketball team.
Okay,
not
I
even-
wasn't going there. I was just making a comment. It doesn't matter who she fucks, even if
Yeah.
she is married. There's no
Yeah,
excuse
yeah,
for domestic violence and shitting
Yeah.
on people's beds.
Right. No, yeah. I mean,
Cut his
it will-
finger off.
Okay, and that again, that's part of that's bad. I said there's no excuse for domestic
Jennifer's
violence.
like, yeah, that's bad.
That's bad.
Better the finger than the other thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's for damn.
Before he got bobbited.
Yeah, that's better than I'll take a finger.
And you
Yeah,
know what? Lorena Bobbitt had every right to do what she did
Oh,
because
yeah,
of
she
what
did.
he did to her.
Well. Yes.
Chop it off.
Yeah, I won't argue there. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. I just thought it was interesting to talk about. And what was the last thing that I remember I was going to talk about? Oh, she was pissed off about his tattoo. You heard about that? Yeah, because it said "Forever Uma."
No,
on it.
it's Forever Wino, but it used to say Forever
yeah.
Winona.
Winona. Yeah, that's right.
Because-
right.
Yeah.
Yes, because they were a hot little ticket.
That would be kind of weird, though. You know what I mean? As your lover, and you're on top, and you're looking down at that tattoo, and it just says,
Dude, I've got David Bowie's face from the
David.
right
But you
smack in
didn't.
the middle of my
You
back.
didn't sleep with David Bowie. David
but
Bowie
you-
wasn't. You didn't have a relationship.
But anybody that I'm dating is gonna have to. Look
I mean,
at
I'm
that
not the jealous
situation.
person, but I think it would be kind of awkward to sit there and look at that tattoo while you're doing your lover, and
It's on his arm. If her face is on,
hey man, I've swung it that way a couple times. I know how to work a room, but I'm just saying.
Lord. Johnny.
I'm just saying it would be. I'm not
ladies.
saying that he needs to take it off or anything. I just think it's kind of strange that I mean, he didn't marry her. They didn't have any kids together. So I mean, that's
That you don't know how when you love someone, it doesn't matter.
right. You do it.
necessarily.
I do it. I get it.
They were together for quite some time, and
Right.
It's
I
his
think
body.
I'd say something. I would say something. I don't know if I would take it to the
I think
extreme.
Johnny's just going to take a picture of Taylor Swift and slap it on her
Yeah.
back.
What if I? Yeah. Can you imagine that? I love you, hun, but I'm gonna have Taylor Swift's face tattooed on my chest, so you
Okay.
have to look at it all the time.
I wouldn't go. I would just duct tape her photograph there, John. So,
Yeah.
you know.
you're an idiot.
Taylor.
I'll shake it off for you. I'll shake it off.
Oh man, that's fucking hilarious. Anything else you guys want to talk about with Johnny before we move on?
I have not really
I think we're
watched the
done.
whole episode.
Yeah,
I
you
think-
you're
yeah.
done? Yeah.
No, way
I
too
honestly
much about
could
it.
care less care less on what Hollywood is actually doing.
Yeah, I don't either. I just find it intriguing that it's gone this far and that people are willing to put their life out there like these two are. I mean, they don't have it. Let's be honest. They don't have the cookie cutter normal American life. You know what I mean?
Hollywood is dragging some
I mean, it's
into
just
the mainstream since
I mean, that's
Hollywood
something
started. There's always somebody.
Yeah.
The whole Marilyn Monroe thing and the Kennedys and all that crap. You know?
Yeah, I mean, and if you think about it, Bruce, if you go back to the 50s and 60s, those guys, that was the big deal. They kept that shit private. That shit didn't get to.
No, they didn't.
No. How long did it take? How long did it take the fucking world to realize what's his name was freaking gay?
Well, for one, they didn't have social media back then.
They didn't have social media, but they kept their. Yeah, they kept their personal life quiet and behind doors. They didn't get that shit out there.
Oh yeah, when Rock Hudson came out as gay, that was like mind blowing.
That was mind blowing. I mean, they had a little respect for themselves. This to me shows me a whole different generation of Hollywood stars that don't give a fucking shit, and they think they're above the law. They actually think they're above the law and above what everybody else.
What it is.
Pop's nude calendar.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a fireman series calendar of the BS show.
Bob, we're going to do a spreadsheet.
I get June's calendar.
No, this is just for Bob. It says Pop's nude calendar. So Bob's going to have his own calendar, and we just got to get, St. Patrick's Day, you better be leprechauned up, motherfucker. And
he's got Santa down pat.
I can see Bob standing. I could see Bob standing at the firehouse with this big fucking hose and a pitcher.
Okay, your fantasies and what you fantasize about in your personal time.
Hey, it's got to be a sexy calendar. We got to sell it. Bob's got to sell that calendar, man. He can't just be laying around. He's got to add props to that fucking calendar.
Love to the camera.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Make us believe it.
Yeah, you got to sell that calendar.
Didn't Becky already have a picture of you laying down on the field?
Who, me?
No, Bob. Did Becky already have that picture of you laying down on the field?
Naked?
Oh no, not yet.
Johnny.
No, remember that picture
right
that
now,
was out?
I would be looking forward to.
There's a picture that looks like Bob laying naked in the field.
Who's worse than me in the Kentucky Derby?
So I'll need 3 months reserved.
It's like he's posing the field with a little flower by his face. And it looks
that calendar would sell like crazy. Right? That calendar would sell like crazy.
Right?
I think we should just do we should do a BS one. I think just the BS house. It doesn't have to be dirty, Jennifer. You could be clothed. You could be clothed.
They're gonna sell it with clothes on.
It could be a little racy. But
Bob got a head start on Santa.
So you will also be wearing lingerie. That's wonderful.
I will be wearing the Santa underwear Becky sent me.
Yeah, we could put some thigh-high stockings on you.
No, why would I do that? That was something you would do?
Because it's a BS show.
No. Johnny will not be doing any. I couldn't even do that during Halloween.
Turning around.
No, I couldn't even do that during Halloween.
A little Tim Curry there.
I had a girlfriend that wanted me to do that, and I was like, no.
Oh yes, be Frankfurter. Come on.
Come on, Ronnie.
No. I had a girlfriend that wanted to do the reverse. I had a girlfriend that wanted to do the reverse Addams Family thing. Her, the guy, and me, the gal, and I was like, fuck no, because I was taller. Because she was tall. Remember, she was taller than he was. So no, hell no.
Yeah.
Why not? Stop
being such a wuss.
I'm confident in my sexuality that I don't need to do that.
I can see Johnny as Dr. Frankfurt.
I need somebody. I need a lot of people to say that they would buy this calendar if Johnny was to dress up like that.
And Johnny wouldn't do it. They wouldn't sell. We wouldn't sell a single one. We wouldn't sell a single one.
We'll donate the proceeds to a charity.
They would. I would. It would be. What did they do? What was it in the 60s? No, it wasn't the 60s. It was earlier than that. When were they burning books?
Oh Jesus! There's a video on the dark side of.
Oh.
Dark web of Pop naked 50s, on the 18th hole.
Yeah, the 50s was they were burning albums and books. That's what they would do with the Johnny calendar. They would burn it. They would just have a burn party of the calendar. Everybody would buy it so it wouldn't get out there, and they would just burn it.
Who's Pop, Chad?
That's thinking.
I'm Pop.
Bob is Pop.
Bob
No,
Bob is the
Bob's
pops.
huh?
Bob is the pops. Bob's pops.
Man, Bob, you're getting
I'm
around.
Does having apps for other social
Wyoming.
media make dating harder? What do you guys think? I mean, it's got in a
Yeah.
way. Because now,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead, Bob. I'll let you go first.
Absolutely, yes.
Just absolutely yes. How about you,
Well, I
Bruce?
mean-
Have you had trouble?
I mean,
Go ahead. All right. Go ahead, Bob.
Bruce is he's got muffin on Tinder.
Well, I don't think Bruce is giving anybody a Facebook. Are you giving dates your Facebook page?
Huh?
Do you
No.
let your dates know your face? No, but you don't post now. You don't have pictures of you partying in Cabo. You don't have pictures of you partying at bars. So I mean, you could.
I have pictures of my vacations, but they're
Right,
not
right.
crazy, but they're
Yeah,
they're on Facebook. So
but you don't have pictures with other women on your Facebook page that would make somebody go, "Who's she?"
No, my picture. I have my wife,
Yeah.
old picture, and then I have with my daughter. But that's the only women I'm actually with on my Facebook feed. So, but yeah, no, no. I mean, I haven't dated anybody long enough to hook them up to Facebook.
You're not. You're just looking for the overnight bag.
Oh my goodness.
No, I mean, I'm just. It's
I get invited to install something
never been
called
a serious
Grindr with Bob.
enough relationship to
Yeah.
to do that. And then I'm just kind of private, I mean, unless I'm going to introduce you to my family and my daughter and
Right.
all that
Heyo.
crap, you're not making my Facebook feed,
Grinder. Yeah, I don't think so,
Yeah,
Chad, but
that's the male version of scissors.
No,
Yeah,
but
I know.
no,
I know
dating
it's
is
Grindr.
more difficult because I mean, it just because it's not like you're face to face meeting somebody,
Right.
and you got to
Right.
hold a conversation. So it's really difficult on some of the dating sites because especially for the men, because the women get thousands of hits.
Yeah.
The guys are not. The women are all looking for the 6 foot, over 6 foot, tall, dark, muscular guy that's rich. I mean, and that's that 1%er they're all looking for, right?
Yeah.
So, and then the guys, well, hell, they're looking for anything that's going to talk to them,
right?
So,
Oh
so
my
the women are overwhelmed with hits on the dating site, right?
That's it.
So they don't give you a whole lot of attention. So I'll get a conversation and I'll get like 3 sentences and then like crickets.
Oh, that sucks
So-
for you.
Well, no, I mean, it's just obviously shows you how interested they are. So,
Yeah.
so or you're just playing a game, because I think a lot of the women, they get on the dating sites for affirmation of their photos,
Mhm.
right? They want to see how many hits they can get. They're not interested in actually dating anybody. They just want to see how popular they are, on the site.
Okay. As a woman
You're
Who's on-
Googling. You're Googling.
who's on a dating who's been on quite a few dating sites, I can assure you that was not my intention, nor was my desire.
You're
Yeah, well,
Googling,
but you're
Jen.
one of-
Quit
you're
lying.
one of-
You're Googling. You're
Yeah, but
Googling.
you're
Oh
one
no!
of-
If I see someone and I'm messing around with somebody, I
Yeah.
will do an FBI background.
I'm
but-
Googling.
But when it comes to dating apps and things of that nature, Craigslist is cheap. Yeah, it is. You get herpes
But
too.
the reality, Jen, how many guys are you swiping right on? versus
Aisa,
how
you
many
could
guys
also,
are actually
yeah,
are connecting to you on your site?
Aisa, you
A
could end up waking up
shitload.
with
Yeah, you
a,
have a shitload, but how many are you actually swiping right on?
Oh, I look at various attributes. I look at their profile. I
Yeah,
see
but
what
how
their
many lefts
desires
versus
are.
how many
right?
out of
Oh,
10? If you look at 10, if you
You're
look at
looking at
10 people,
Jen, how many are going to the right and how many are going
Sometimes
left?
it's zero.
Exactly.
Zero.
It just depends. But again,
Yeah.
I'm not swiping right to see how many swiped right on me. I don't give a fuck. I'm swiping right because I find something about that person.
you find them
attractive.
interesting. Yeah.
Well, man, I mean, like I have
Don't ask. I
I
don't
don't
wanna
have
talk
I don't have
about it.
Tinder. I mean,
Stupid.
so I'm off of that one, but I have like Bumble.
Bum, bum, bum,
And,
bum, 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 bum.
And then I have the Facebook one, and the Facebook one is a lot of phony pics.
Yeah.
So
Really? But the thing is, I think that the difference between you and I too is that I actually don't have Tinder at all.
I don't have Tinder.
I'm not even using.
I'm not on Tinder.
Okay, I understand that.
Bruce is all not on Tinder, man. Let's get that straight.
Okay. So no, I took out my Facebook one and just put that one's snoozing right now. Okay, Cupid is snoozing. I actually hasn't checked it in a minute. Never take that advice. Just keep it real for the guys who get no matches. But again, there's a lot of different profiles out there. And there's a lot of phishing profiles for guys too. I see them all the time. I got rid of it. I don't go to these anymore because I'm seeing the same profiles.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
On Tinder,
or if the girl is just so freaking pretty to be on a dating site, it's like, no way. You know, they look like
again. The thing is that on both sides, there's lives, lies, thieves, and conniving motherfuckers.
No, come on, man. No.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, there are.
All right,
let me.
No.
Another thing that's jacked up about
men don't lie. We don't lie.
It's the geography of what they do with the areas. It's just jacked up.
Yeah. Here you go. I got a question that comes up. I got a question that comes up a lot. All right. This question comes up a lot, and I see it everywhere. How long should you date somebody before they delete the dating app off their phone?
It depends.
Well, I'm on the girls' perspectives that I've dated. The first date.
First date.
My perspective.
First date.
First date. You're walking her you're walking her to her door, and she's already asking you, Bruce, did you delete the app? Did you delete the app? Yeah. We found your match.
Actually, it's funny to hear.
Aisha says 3 to 6 months.
I'm like, maybe I'm the odd person out on this whole thing. There are different kind of sites for different kind of
You
lifestyles.
are lucky, Chad.
Yes, there are.
Different kind of lifestyles.
Yeah.
Now, I can tell you that there is a website. It's not even an app. It's an exclusive. It's not even exclusive. It's just a lot of people aren't aware of it. It's called Adult Friend Finder.
Yeah, I know Adult Friend
Finder. I've seen the advertisements.
You make a profile, and this is for people who live alternative lifestyles. They're not necessarily looking to date romantically for marriage or long-term whatever. Or some of them are actually. It just depends. Pimpinain'teasy.com. We already covered that one. That's what Bob's on that one.
But stick to answering the question.
Oh yeah.
How long should a guy dating Jennifer? How long should he go before he deletes that Facebook, that Bumble,
You asking Bob and I the question?
I'm asking Jen because she's avoiding the question. She's gone into another subject.
No, I'm not avoiding the question. Actually, it depends on the intention of that relationship. I am bisexual. He can keep his fucking profile up. Is she hot and does she like both of us?
See, you're a different breed.
So that's why I'm like, it's not a fair question because.
All right, Bob. How about you, Bob?
Like 3 months or 6 months. No,
I'm gonna do my Steven impersonation from Braveheart. Okay.
All right.
Just answer the fucking question.
Answer the fucking question.
Answer the fucking question.
Yeah. How long
is it fucking gonna take before you delete the fucking app?
He's trying his hardest. He's trying his hardest with that Scottish accent. Scottish accents are hard.
I am. Actually, Steven was Irish.
Yeah, he was Irish. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of thought about it. I think I would be a little bit upset if we're sitting there eating dinner and then her phone goes off and I look over and it says match. I don't know. I mean,
how long has this been going on, Johnny?
Well, no, I mean that's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, how many dates would I have to be on? How many times did we hook up? All that stuff I would have to come into play. But I mean, if it happens on like. If it happens on the second date, I'm not going to be that upset about it. I'm not going to even say anything about it. But maybe I'm with Aisha. I mean, if I'm dating somebody 3 to 4 months, I think we're both pretty committed at that point that you shouldn't still have the Bumble app on your phone. And I shouldn't have to see it come up on your notifications. Boom, you have a match. He's 6.2 miles away and is interested.
He's got a big slong.
Yeah.
He wants to meet you in 15 minutes.
Yeah. It says check inbox.
Picture attached.
Yeah, check inbox. I sent you a gift. No. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, like you said, it depends. It depends on where the relationship is, but I think if you're, I don't. You guys think so? I mean, 3-6 months. That's a long time to be with somebody, to where you would feel like that person shouldn't have it.
Yeah, delete the app. 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Delete the app.
Bruce, what was that? The easiest for
never gonna be there to know.
Yeah, you know. But let's just say, for instance, let's just say it does.
Hey, John, if it ever happens, I'll let you know.
No, just let's pretend. You still have an opinion on it. You still have an opinion on it. So let's just say hypothetically, Bruce, you're in that stage.
So hypothetically, we're talking about me, or
you hypothetically. I mean, you still have an opinion on this, and not just because it's not just because you're not looking for it, but you still have an opinion. I mean, what would piss you off? How long would it have to be before you feel that someone should erase it off their phone?
It all depends on the relationship you've got with that person, whether it's casual dating or it's a serious relationship. So.
Bob, please, again with the Scottish accent, tell Bruce.
No, I mean there are friends with benefit relationships.
No, Bruce. The question is
relationships. Where you're
Bruce is just trying. No, Bruce. Hypothetically, you are dating this person. This person means something to you. Hypothetically,
you like her.
We're not pushing you into a corner. Hypothetically. Jesus. This person means something to me. You're actually dating.
This is being recorded. They could use this as evidence.
Oh my God! Shut your face.
Well, you picked the wrong show to be on, man.
No. She's gonna sign a prenup, okay?
Yeah, Bruce is getting a prenup signed.
He always goes, dude. You're banging each other for 3-4 months. Does she still have the profile up?
Yeah, I mean, you're not. This isn't casual sex. This isn't. Hey, Bruce, what are you doing? You want to fuck? This ain't that. This is dinners, movies, housewarmings, weddings, going to weddings together. How many months, weeks, years? How many weeks, years before you? What would piss you off? How long? If she were 3 months down the road, you look over and it's bing. You have a match. Are you gonna get mad or are you just gonna brush it off?
You're using protection, right?
Whose phone's pinging? Hers or
mine? Yours.
I would say 3-4 months.
3 or 4 months. Yeah, I mean,
arranged marriage, Bruce.
It took 10 minutes to get there, but we got Bruce to answer that question.
Let me. This is hypothetically.
Yes, it's hypothetically.
Hypothetically speaking.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Happy place.
That was the word I was looking for. That was the word I was looking for, Bob. Allegedly.
Allegedly in a relationship, 3 to 4 months.
Yeah. And this is another thing that kind of people talk about, and I think Bruce has talked about it before, and that that's the fact that you're going to find a majority of the sites. You're going to see the same person on there constantly. Right. They're going to be on this app. They're going to be on that app. They're going to be here and there. Do you feel that? Oh God, how do I put this, man? That
spit it out.
That there's all right. This goes right to Bruce. That the options are so great that you almost feel like you don't have to decide any longer.
Good idea, Kev.
You know what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with that? That there are so many options out there for you.
It's not. There's not enough options. Let me put it that way.
I'm sorry.
Well, you need to start swiping right a little more, bro.
No, I mean really.
Be more open-minded.
The ones that are really attractive that I would be interested in are not basically in the same
What's happening, Luke?
Same frame of mind in a relationship or lifestyle that I am in, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like, okay, physically she's attractive, but we really have nothing in common, right?
Right.
So she's like a diehard liberalist,
Right. Well, yeah.
But I mean, it's just like we have nothing in common, right?
Right. Yeah. You can take those out.
You get to the other ones that was like, okay, well, she's got 5 kids.
So
okay, I'm not interested in that. All right, she's got 2 kids. 50 years old, and she's got 3 kids. And it's like,
hey, Bruce doesn't want to make love to her and hear. He doesn't need to hear that.
No, it's just I have my lifestyle, right? That I've worked real hard to get, right? And it's hard to.
She's got one toe and one knee. Her nickname is Tony.
Yeah, it's real hard to.
Stupid.
To find something that fits where I am in my life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But
60-year-old.
But have you ever got? I mean, maybe it's just that first couple months that you're on those apps. But I can see a guy, or maybe even a woman, saying that to themselves. Oh, there's so many options. I don't need to pick anybody. I don't need to be in a relationship. Look at this.
No.
It
really is the opposite.
You don't think anybody ever goes? I'm sure there's got to be some people out there that are thinking that way. They're like, why should I hook? Why should I get married? Why should I start a relationship? Look at my fucking options. I can swipe right for months before I see the same person again.
Okay.
If you're on the site, you'll find out. I do a lot more left than right.
Yeah.
Because you're going to go through and you're going to see. And the thing is that on some of these sites, and I like Plenty of Fish, for example, you can pretty much send anyone a fucking message. You go on their profile, you can send them a message. I was getting a shit ton of messages, and they were from anywhere that 22-year-olds up to fucking 60 something.
Jennifer felt like a superstar. She's like,
but no, actually not. A lot of it was very harassing. A lot of it was,
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
A lot of it, people. I'm like, how open are you? Are you open to seeing a married man? I'm like, what the fuck? Solid 9.5. What are you talking about exactly?
Yeah. Bruce is a catch, man. He knows his worth, man. He's not gonna swipe easily.
Women are still taking to the
picky, that's all.
side. Will make not necessarily. A guy doesn't always have to make the first move. I've made the first move in different circumstances.
Yeah, it's just personalities.
Well, I mean, for example, Bumble, I can't make the first move. It's up to the girl to make the first move.
Yeah, it's up to the girls. I think that's smart on those apps. That I think it should be the girls. Smart. It should be the girl's decision whether. Who gives a shit if you like her? It should be her.
We can match, but she has to make first contact.
Yeah, she has to make the first. Yeah, it should be the way. Otherwise, you get books like Jennifer has of dick pics that coming soon to a Barnes and Nobles near you.
The problem is with Bumble is I get because I do the free one, I don't pay for it. So I think it's rigged because I get like 20 matches, but I can't see them because I haven't inadvertently they're out of my area or I haven't matched them somehow or another, and I can't see who they are.
Yeah.
So I've got like 20 matches that I have no idea who they are because I haven't run across them. Because if I run across them and don't match them, they'll slide off the match.
Yeah.
So I've got like 20 matches that I have no idea who they are, where they are, or anything else like that, unless I want to pay for Bumble. It's like I'm not
it's the fees are ridiculous.
Googly eyes. No, I'm not interested, Luke. Please don't send me anything with googly eyes.
Jennifer, she's got a photo album of dick pics.
I know that there's Chad's tearing it up out there too.
I had my highest success rate when I had that.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be some individuals out there, and that have dated someone that like, oh God, how do I put this? That dated someone that is friends with somebody else they have had dated from the app. Can you imagine how? I mean, that's like going full circle.
I have seen like group pictures of girls, right? I have seen group pictures of girls.
You've seen pictures of girls?
Well, no, the girl in her profile, she's got group pictures, right?
Yeah. Like, which one is this?
She's got, and then I see, the girl individually in the thing, and then a few slides later, I'll see the other girl that was in the group picture, advertise well.
Yes,
So I have seen that where they had to really put a group picture in, and
that's when you swipe right on both of them and hope you hook up. No, I'm kidding.
What is in there?
It's like, I go, well, that could be a tough one, because one of you swipe right on that one, and the other one doesn't match, or they both match you. And it's like, that's awkward.
Yeah, because then you got to assume they're probably, there's a good chance that they might even be sitting next to each other and going, look at that cocksucker Bruce from Modesto. He liked both of us.
Oh my God, you guys are living in an alternate universe. It's not like, unless you're going to, like, back in the old days when you would go to the bar.
Easy with the old days. Easy with the old
days. We always had that fantasy, right?
And you'd hook up with one person and then show up and then another person because you all go to the same bar.
See, I love that Bob brought up the bar thing earlier. The bar thing was so much easier, man.
It was easy.
If there was interest or not.
You just got your yes or no. You could read her face.
You knew right then and there what was going to happen and not going to happen.
The thing is, though, too, if you're at the bar for women, it's different because if you hook up with any of those guys, every single one of those guys is going to know that you hooked up with that guy, and the others are going to try as well.
I know a lot of people that have gotten married from meeting in bars.
Well.
And I've known a lot of people that have had some not so good experiences.
Yeah, it's your intentions. If you're going to the bar to get freaky, yeah. But a lot of times
I don't go to the bar to pick up women. If I happen to meet one, great. But I don't go to the bar.
It's just like I'm not necessarily here for that, but
I don't know. What do you feel? Which way do you think it goes?
To happen, that's fine. But,
do you think?
Moscow.
Here we go. I know which way it's going to go, but where do you guys feel that? Because I haven't been at the bar. I go to the bars, but I go hang out with Bob and Bruce. Yeah, we go to have a drink and stuff. So I'm not. Yeah, but which do you think is actually going there to hook up? Do you think it's the guy more now, or it's the women that are?
Oh, it's definitely the guy.
It's always the guy. You think it's always the guy?
It's always going to be the guy.
No. I'm with Bob because I've seen some. Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
No, I love karaoke, man.
Karaoke.
I will karaoke life in a bar.
But is that going to get you laid?
No. Okay, look, here's the deal, right?
You know what? It could.
It says men are pigs. They go to bars just to hook up with women. Okay, here's the sad part about all that, all right? You ready for this, Jennifer?
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Women go there to hook up too because it's your call. Women ultimately say, yes, I'm having sex with you, or no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Women have the power. Women are the one who decides who's having sex. It's
yeah,
not
you
the
decide.
Man. The man doesn't. He wants to.
But
it's the woman
the power,
who decides.
Bob. I've turned him. You got to turn him down, Bob. You got to draw the line. Say no.
Target. Someone thinks highly of themselves. The guys here seem more like Walmart dollar. Hey, you know what? I personally like going to Target. I don't give a shit where these.
I like Target women. You know why I like Target women? I like Target because they're thrifty. They're thrifty. Target women are thrifty, man. Yeah.
Have you gone to Target?
No. You know why? You know why you want a Target woman? Because Target women feel like they're better than Walmart women. And Walmart women don't give a shit what they say, how they dress when they're in the store. Okay?
No, not
That's
at all.
why. Because a lady, will go to Walmart in her pajamas, and she doesn't find what she wants. She'll go home, shower, put on nice clothes, and then go to Target.
And then go to Target.
No, Luke, bad. No, bad. Yes, bad. That's very bad.
I mean, in Target, the women have got clothes on. They have
Chick-fil-A widow. Oh my God.
Chick-fil-A.
Fuck.
I'll take a Chick-fil-A with him. I don't give a shit.
He's like,
with Chick-fil-A, she's in.
Yeah. And she's got a Chick-fil-A card that's
always
got
closed on Sundays. So you know you have that day off.
Hey, Johnny, I am going downtown tomorrow night because one of our better bands is playing at Ralston.
No,
over there?
Yeah.
At the open
thing.
On 10th Street? On 10th?
At Ralston.
Give you nightmares. We are the gatekeepers, the dreamers of the dream.
Yeah,
and Willy Wonka with or without the candy shop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I may go there. I'll have to think about it.
You know what? Target would be a place for you to go, and if you can smile and talk to somebody, you probably meet single women there more so than you would a bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, don't forget, Porch Fest is next Sunday too.
Porch Fest? What
Yeah,
the
I
hell
want to
is
go to that.
Porch
Yeah,
There's close to 38 bands playing in my neighborhood.
yeah, I want to.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna actually bring my camera. I'm gonna record some of that because I think that's
Yeah.
pretty cool that we do
I
that.
got 4 of them just right here in my corner. 4
It-
houses. Got
Is
bands
that
on 'em.
it, before we get back into the show? But is that going to be during the daylight time too?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
good.
daylight time.
It's all
Well, no,
daylight.
because
Then they
I wanted
then
to
they
make
drag
sure
out- they
I
drag
bring
out
the right.
after parties when you go downtown.
Yeah, I want to make sure I bring the right camera equipment because I want to
Yeah,
be
it's
able
all-
to catch
all
stuff
daytime.
during the day and the night too.
I know, but it's just the way you said it.
They have the after
And the
parties
short
going
skirts,
downtown.
baby. I got to take
Oh.
pictures of shorts.
God.
Hey, and every
there's-
woman,
Hey,
as a
cut out
photographer,
that.
you know, I can ask 10 women if I could take their photo, and you know how many tell me no?
As long as you're asking, absolutely. If you're just taking a
Yeah.
picture of them,
Right? No. I always
No,
ask. I
because-
always ask.
Because Porch Fest has professional photographers out here taking pictures.
Yeah,
they are
but they're-
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
pictures, and it makes
Yeah.
their newsfeed.
Yeah. Well, I'll
So
be
they're
taking.
not
I-
asking. You'll see the
That's
photographer. out
No,
running around and he's taking-
I ran
he's
into
taking
that.
shots.
I ran into that. You know, I ran into that years ago. So like when I'm doing my street stuff in San Francisco, my street photography, I always, if I see somebody that I just like blows me away and I want to take a picture of her, I will always go up to her. I'll show her my phone. And I go, this is my Instagram account. Is it okay if I could take your picture? This is where you'll find the picture. And pretty much I may get 1 no out of 10, but majority of them are like, yeah, where do you want to do this? And I'm like, all right, cool.
oh, they
Yeah,
think,
so-
you think you're a
They're
famous
not-
photographer.
Yeah,
And they're not posing people out here. They're just taking group shots.
yeah.
Hot
You know,
air
because
balloon.
it's a
no.
festival, so they're just taking
Yeah.
pictures of random
Yeah.
people have a band playing or a crowd around a band and all that. Yeah, that'll light up the night.
Yeah, it's gotten really bad. I mean, some cities right now currently they're kind of changing their policy as far as taking photos of people in public, because before you're on public domain, you're open. Anybody could take a picture. Anybody could shoot video. But it's gotten to the point where some people feel
Big
like
Brother's
they're
not asking
yeah.
permission, taking pictures from the.
no,
frickin'
they're
phone
not.
cameras
But
on
yeah,
the
they,
street.
people have complained that you're interfering with their privacy and that you
Uncle
shouldn't be
Sam
just
and their
taking.
satellites got great pictures. You walk
Yeah.
down the street.
Well, you got some freaks too. Like, you know, you got the guy that's taking picture of fucking kids at the park, and it's like, dude, why are you taking pictures
no,
of kids?
never.
Yeah, yeah.
Or up women's skirts.
Yeah.
There is, hey John, there is
Yeah.
no privacy.
Yeah, there is none. Oh, I know that. But but it's a lot different.
People
Big Brother
looking in
and-
fantasy. They think that
Yeah.
they're not
Oh,
being
good Lord.
photographed and
Yeah.
watched and monitored.
Yeah, but there's a difference
With the
between
big
Big
red
Brother.
button.
Yeah, there's a difference
Oh my
between
goodness. Yeah,
Big Brother
public,
doing it
very true.
and Joe Blow just doing it on the street, on the side of the street in San Francisco. Everyone's just like, why are you taking a picture of me? And so instead of going through that whole process, I always approach them. I show them my Instagram account. I show them my pictures. This is my email. If you want a copy of the picture, I'll send it to you. Just DM me your email address and I'll send you a copy
It's
of
a
the
good way to
photo.
pick up women, John.
It is a good way to pick up women.
Yeah, you're getting consent to take pictures of them, and that's being respectful.
Plus, he gets
Yeah.
their DM address. You know.
And it sometimes works into some, pretty cool photo shoots as well.
I'm sure
I
it
bet.
does.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, why did
You
we
show
lose
me
track?
a-
We lost
you show-
track. How did we get the photos
You
here?
show 'em
I
the
don't know,
Playboy
you
you show 'em
weirdo.
the Playboy credential.
I wish I worked for Playboy. No, I don't wish I worked for. I'll be honest. I think seeing that all day long would just kind of be. It's like the gynecologist
I
when he
knew
gets
you'd
home.
say
He
that.
just like, he's like, yeah, great, you have one. I seen 60 of them today.
Right,
Big deal.
right?
Man.
Come on, Jen. I mean, seriously, the man gynecologist has to eventually, at some point in time in his life, go, yeah, that looks just like the 40 that I saw today. Big deal.
Actually, my gynecologist that I had, I think he's a gay man, so he doesn't get to see this when he goes home. I'm happy for that.
Hey, John,
That's
John, no two look alike. So.
No two look alike, but when you've seen 60 or 70 of them a day, eventually you're going to run into one or two that look alike.
They'll be similar.
Similar.
Yeah. Similar, but they don't.
All right, well, we got way off topic.
Oh my God, what is wrong with people?
Wouldn't that be good if here you go. Here you go. The future of dating. It's just a picture of vagina and a picture of dick. That's it. You got to swipe right and figure out which one you want.
You know what? You could make a decision based off of that.
But no more profile pictures. It's just your pecker and her thing. That's it.
Does it work? Yes.
And you just gotta go. You just gotta swipe. Ooh, that one looks good. That one looks good.
We're just gonna have to call
Those
that site.
balls look
We'll
nice.
have to call that.
We'll try that
I got a name
one.
for that site already, John.
That one doesn't look used. Wait a minute.
I got a name for that site. Sticks and Stones.
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones.
Oh. The guy who's being asked to identify a female. What?
Oh no! I do not want scratch and sniff. I don't need to scratch and sniff. No. Oh man.
Tattoo. What's wrong with butt tattoos?
Yeah, who brought up butt tattoos?
Well, I mean, a lot of women all have that.
Female serial killer in a lineup.
The famous tramp stamp. You know?
I've seen that vagina. I've seen that.
I recognize that one.
That freckle.
Yeah,
I know that freckle right there. That freckle.
That dimple.
Yeah. Got a different hairdo, but I know that one.
Different hairdo. Fucking Bruce. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I don't know. Why does it always seem like the very last half hour of the show just gets very fucking nasty?
What?
What were we on anyway? Does having an app on social media make it harder for dating? I guess so.
That'd be a yes for me.
Yeah.
For me, no. I get to choose whatever.
Because you're the opposite end of the scale.
Yeah. I mean,
girls have a much easier time on the dating site than the men do.
Didn't I ask the question last week? I think I asked this question before, but it's the same thing with the apps, with the dating thing. How long should someone in a relationship eventually change the fact that they're engaged or getting married on their Facebook page? I mean, I think I asked you guys that before.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
and
did.
I really don't. That stuff to me, I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to know. They don't have to. They don't have to necessarily announce it to the world.
Yeah, but you got to assume that majority of the people on your Facebook page are friends and family.
Single to a relationship, I see people changing their.
Oh yeah, I've seen that daily.
I keep that stuff private because
I've seen them go from single, getting engaged, it's complicated, and back to single within a week.
Or it says in a relationship, or
I never mind because I've seen way too many people change.
We're good. You're good, Luke. Don't worry.
But I think I don't know if Jen can tell me it's true enough, but a lot of the dating sites are free for the women, aren't they, Jen?
Well, yeah, it's if you get the free.
What?
Level.
What the fuck?
But I hear most of them are free because they want the women on the site. So
they're not paying? That's bullshit. That's discrimination. That's fucking discrimination.
They know that the vagina is going to pick them
Hey,
up.
Bruce.
They set it up that way.
When's the last time you saw guys' night at a straight club? It's always women's night, ladies' night. Guys' night.
I've never seen a bar sign that says "guys drink free."
Yeah, guys. Yeah, that would fucking go out of business. Fucking me and Bob would show up and you, and then have Joey as our designated driver.
You've never seen that? Guys drink free.
We'd shut the fuck.
Tuesday.
We'd shut that place down. They'd be like, "Please, last call. Somebody, it's 10 p.m. Somebody call last call now."
Yeah, I've never seen that advertisement, Bob, at all.
Yeah. I didn't know that they didn't have to pay for the apps. That's bullshit.
Well,
That's
you don't-
discrimination. I'm going to
for-
fucking file a
You need
petition.
for
women.
basic for the
You
basic
need
for
women to
basic
make the
profiles,
men
we don't
pay.
need.
I know, but if I'm having to pay for every fucking sentence I send her, she should have to as well.
Guys drink free.
I mean, if I'm paying $1.99 to send her a
Tonight.
message,
No, the dating
Damn.
sites are definitely
No,
rigged.
Plenty of Fish. I don't believe that Plenty of Fish charges men just to have the
Yeah, they
basic.
did.
You can
They
send
did.
messages.
No, I had to pay to send messages on Plenty of Fish.
yeah.
Whoever carries me home.
I don't know, dude. That's a shady app to me, dude. I don't know.
Plenty of
Play-
Fish?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
I scored every
I mean, that's
gal
like-
I met on PFF.
I mean, that's
Me
like-
too.
I mean, that's kind of like borderline Craigslist. I mean, a little bit
It was
better than
pretty much-
Craigslist, but
Bruce just said that he got laid every
Every
single time.
hit.
well,
on
that's why I'm
PFF.
saying that's a little shady of an. I mean, I guess if that's
shady.
yeah,
That's getting what you want to
yeah,
get.
it's getting what you want. I guess you get your fetishes
It's
taken
not
care
shit.
of.
It's not. It's sex. It's not necessarily fucking
Sex.
50 Shades of Grey, John.
But
I like
had
to cry
pay-
after sex.
But PFF,
Sounds like
I
a
had,
first
I had,
profile.
we had, I had to subscribe to actually communicate, Jen. They could send me a message, but I couldn't send them a message back unless I paid
Oh.
for subscription.
That's damn. So all these
It's
guys.
like,
are
what's the
sending me
point of having the
messages
dating
paying
site
for
if
it.
I get a message and I can't answer back, right? It's like,
Damn.
Yeah, you do have to pay for fish. You are basically fishing.
Yes.
So,
you had
$16,
to
bitch.
pay for the license to fish.
yeah, yeah. I had no knowledge that was the way it works, and I get it. Bob's right. I mean, you guys are right. I mean, you need women on the site to get. I mean, but still, I don't think it's fair. I really don't.
Well, it's fair to Bruce.
Life
He's
is
got
not fair,
laid
John.
each time. Good job.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start
right
my
now,
own. I'm going to
I'm
start
going-
my own fucking dating website. I'm going to make the women pay to be there. Damn it!
But
And the
let me-
guys
let me
have
put
free
it-
range.
But let me put it this
And I'm going
Yeah,
to call
wait,
it.
this
I'm going to
way.
call
It
it
would
free
be-
range.
It would
Wait,
be a
but
sausage fest.
the sites that I paid for, I had a whole lot more
Right,
luck.
you
The
paid
sites
for
that I
it.
am on free, I have not as much luck. So
Yeah.
that's an example of what the difference between the free sites for the guys versus the pay sites for the guys.
Catch a real catfish.
Catfish. Oh, don't get into the catfish stuff, man. That could,
Not a makeup zombie. Oh no, he's just
it'd be a
yes.
sausage fest.
There's catfish out there.
Or it would be a sausage fest, or just one very lucky woman.
No, one woman fighting for her life to survive.
I got 35,000 DMs this morning from this.
Hey,
We
Sean.
need to get
Hey, Sean.
we need to get more women on the site, please. Can you imagine getting 35,000 dick pics?
Oh
Just-
my
Yeah.
god.
POF and Zeus were probably
Zook.
the biggest hits.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
had to pay for both of them. In order
Well,
to
Zook for a long time was tied into Facebook, and what I got mad was I was in a relationship when that app came out, and it automatically put me as a single person. So I was getting all these DMs because it was linked to Facebook, and I'm like, no, I'm with somebody. Stop fucking sending me, messages.
back when I was still
Yeah,
married
bec-
to Wanda.
Yeah, no, because when it was first when it first got introduced, it was part of Facebook. Well,
Yeah, see,
Facebook kind of
Facebook's got their own dating site that's on the thing,
right.
but it's pretty much. I've talked with a lot of girls. I just don't know how much is legit
Yeah,
because
Well,
the
what
conversations
hap-
don't go very far.
yeah. Well, what happened is when you clicked on that link and you gave that Zook permission to look into your contacts on your Facebook page. So what they did is they just got everybody's, because everybody that was going, okay, I want to be part of Zook, all of a sudden, if you were in that person's contact list on Facebook, all of a sudden you became a member of Zook. I'm like, I'm not a fucking member. What the hell's this?
Good thing I didn't do that when I was married. That could be embarrassing.
Well, exactly. That, maybe they kind of filtered out anybody that said married, but I think if you had single on there, you were put on there, and everyone's like, "Yeah, I saw you on Zook." I'm like, "No, you didn't." I go, "Yeah, you're on there, man. It's got everything about you, Modesto and blah blah blah." I'm like, "Fuck that! How'd they get that?" Yeah, no, that was a shady.
You were just declining females.
Hey, man, it's hard for this Italian to say no sometimes. Even when you're in a
Lord.
even when you're in a relationship.
You've got to learn how to do left, John.
I took them all off. I don't have any. I do not have any dating sites or apps on my phone.
Is
Yeah,
great.
I'm like Bob. I'm old school. I eventually gonna bump into you somewhere in my life, and I'm gonna have that conversation. And and who knows, that spark may be lit. It may not be lit. No big deal.
Have the green eyes, all right?
So if she has green eyes, it's game over. I'm turning into a fucking 8-year-old. I can't talk to you.
Yeah, but you can't talk to green eyes, John.
That's what I said. I'm going to turn into an 8-year-old and can't talk.
It's like, how are you going to impress her with just drool running down your face?
I want to see you just go.
Oh, it's terrible. It's not just. It's a very specific shade of green. It's not all green eyes, guys. It's a specific shade of green.
John,
John, milky.
Here's a helpful tip for you, John. Tip. If you notice her eyes might be that color green, focus on her tits.
Oh, I could do that. I could do that.
Just look at her boobs.
I could just have her turn around. Have her turn around.
Okay, Dad.
I can't look you in the face. I'm sorry, but I'm going to check out your cleavage, and we could have a great conversation for the next 15 minutes.
I hope you meet somebody and they give you a paper bag.
You should get polarized sunglasses because you probably can't see their eye color through that.
I see green. I can see that green from across the fucking room, dude, because it's just the light will hit it, and it's like the light will hit it.
Crush on you, John.
Who does?
Chad.
Just for the record, John and I made a pact to be each other's backup if things haven't gone well when we're 80.
Yeah. Well, he could be my wingman. I don't know about backup.
Backup.
He could be my wingman. I'm gonna need a wingman when I'm 80. So, but yeah.
No, he's not. I don't think it's the wingman.
Chad is happily married.
You need an orderly, John.
Yeah, I'm gonna need someone that can actually give me CPR, put a needle in my arm.
No, he wants the wheelchair. He's gonna be living in the nursing home. You're good.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of nurses, that was like one of the most. It was just such a downer as a teenage boy when the nurses changed from those sexy outfits to the scrubs. I remember the first day I was at the hospital.
What they do.
I was at the hospital that first.
John, they weren't the nurses.
And I was like, no, these were nurses. You remember what nurses I'm talking about, Bruce. But they had that nice outfit. They showed off their legs. And nurses have great legs, man, because they're on their feet all day. They're walking around 10, 12 hours a day.
That wasn't really sexy,
and then all of a sudden, I went into the hospital at Memorial. I forget what it was. And they were walking around in these nasty fucking scrubs. I was like, why are they wearing their pajamas? I had to ask my Aunt Carol, are you guys allowed to wear your pajama? You have pajama day at work like we did at school? Remember we had pajama day? She says, oh, no, those are scrubs. That's what we wear down at the hospital. And I'm like,
that's a good thing.
You just ruined it. You ruined it for every man that had that sexy nurse dream.
Respect them for what they do.
It's not the same having that sponge bath dream while they're wearing scrubs. Right, Bob?
And that's why nurses have a hard time.
Doesn't matter what she's wearing.
Sexual harassment and.
Well, I don't even want to tell you what I went through when I got the double hernia surgery. The nurses shaved me 3 times.
See, I had to.
I
don't want to talk about my shaving procedure.
It was always a different nurse.
I don't want to talk about my shaving procedure. Mine was scary, Bruce. They gave me that shot.
You're cutting me around the belly button. Why do you have to shave me down there?
No, when I got, I'm going to share this on live video here. But when I got my, thing cut, so I didn't have to have kids anymore.
My thing cut. You got to
vasectomy. I just my stomach tightens when I hear the word, and you'll understand why here in a second. So I get in there, take off my clothes, I put on the gown, sit down on this metal plate, and he put some fucking gel on my ass so I could sit on this gel to ground myself because mine was done laser. So he comes in, the doctor comes in. he goes, okay, you ready? You're good to go. They double check to make sure. It was like triple check. The nurse, the office lady asks you, the nurse asks you, the doctor asks you, and then the guy that comes and gives you the shot asks you. So they ask you 4 times to make sure this is something you want to do before you do it. So he comes in, he's like, you okay? You still want to do this? You know, it's a big decision, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I don't want no more kids. End of story. So he gives me the shot. He goes, we'll be back in 10 minutes and we'll start the procedure. We'll let that, numb it down there. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm sitting there, 10 minutes.
Change your mind.
10 minutes, Now, let me flip it back a little bit. Before I had this done, the place I worked, every guy had it done. So there's 8-10 guys there. So the running joke was to get John to think that he was going to have a raging hard-on when he gets the shot. So they're telling me for some reason that shot causes you to get a raging hard-on. Be prepared for it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm in there. He gives me the shot, right? And he goes, hey, by the way, do you want me to move the mirror over so you can watch the procedure? And I'm thinking, hell yeah, I do. Right? I'm going to see this. All of a sudden, I'm thinking it's just me and the doctor, right? So he goes, okay, when the doctor comes in, he starts the procedure, he'll move the mirror over so you can watch it. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm thinking just the doctor and myself, right? Here comes 3 nurses. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to have a rage. Yeah, this isn't right. So he moves the mirror over. And of course that was the joke. I didn't have this raging hard on, but I'm sitting there dreading it. Like, no, this ain't right. I shouldn't be like this. Right. So then he moves the mirror over and I'm like, I was just like, thank God, and then he goes, okay, you're ready. So he takes the laser and he hits my, my balls and I felt it. And I'm like, whoa, stop, time out. He's like, did you feel that? I'm like, fuck yeah, I felt that. And it didn't feel good, motherfucker.
My balls.
He's like, okay, we'll wait 5 more minutes. I go, well, fuck, maybe pinch him next time before you hit me with a fucking laser to make sure the fucking that was the most.
Did you make sure you really felt it, John?
Dude, that was 4 minutes of fucking gruesome pain before that shit hit that kicked in and took the pain away. I was like, flick them at least. Just flick them first. And like, hey, did you feel that? No. Okay, let's go on. No, don't hit somebody with a fucking laser and then find out that the burning feeling was
burn your balls.
Yeah, and again, burning flesh with a laser does not smell good.
It doesn't smell good.
That's my vasectomy story.
Lovely. That is
when they did that hernia, man, I had 3 different nurses and the doctor.
Yeah. Just to hold it down?
All female, right? All came in and took their turns shaving me a little bit more.
Okay, yes, Bruce, we get it. They wanted to look at your wiener.
Yeah.
But my daughter's in the room with me, and the daughter's going, really? It's my dad, I don't want to see this. Well, turn your back.
That's just ridiculous. What kind of hospital were you in?
Oh, no. There's some bad stories about vasectomies that didn't go right. And then.
But I was getting hernias surgery, not vasectomy.
No. I was just talking about it's anyone that has it done.
In that area too.
Yeah. After a certain amount of time, you're supposed to bring a sample in. I don't know how many people are stupid and don't do that and then find out they got somebody pregnant. And they're like, no, it's not mine. Oh.
Yeah, you have to get that shit tested.
So how do you get the sample, John?
You have to masturbate.
No, I didn't do that.
He's a good Catholic boy.
I took care of that the other way. Yeah. The right way, damn it. No, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, I was married, Bob. I didn't think I needed to get a hooker back then to do that.
We know.
Oh, no. Goodness gracious.
You have to book a happy ending at the massage parlor.
Yeah, go get a happy ending and then tell her, quick, put it in the bag. Quick, put it in the bag.
I need it in this cup.
Oh, I missed the cup. It's all over the walls. What the hell?
Did you know that false eyelashes were created by a prostitute, I think in the 17 or 1800. You gotta look it up, and she called them cumbrellas.
Oh, I like that.
Well,
Great
apparently that started way before our time.
I did have great balls of fire. It was not pleasant. It was not pleasant. It was not pleasant. And to make matters worse, you know, no one. My dad's in the waiting room, old school Italian. So when I walk out the door, my dad's just shaking his head like, "Why? Why? This is not. You're not supposed to do this." And I'm walking out bald-legged.
Does not look good at the Catholic Church, okay?
Yeah, bald-legged, like I just rode a horse for 6 hours, so I didn't want my shit touching each other. I'm just walking around like this. My dad, on purpose. My dad's not a jokester, and Jen knows my dad. You know, he was never a jokester, but that motherfucker hit every single bump on the way home and laughed every fucking time he did it, dude. It's like he knew those bumps were there, and he would hit them on purpose. Boom, and I'd be just like, okay, just get me home, Dad. I need a bag of ice.
Johnny, it's a sign from the Father, from the Holy.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I ran into the house and grabbed that frozen bag of peas as fast as I could, man.
Bam.
And there's nothing worse at 2 hours after, and you take a peek, and they're as big as fucking softballs. They're literally this big, Bruce. They're literally this big, and you look in there and you're like, "Is this?" And first thing I said to Katrina, "Is this normal?"
Yes.
She goes, "John, they're swollen. Of course it's normal." I was like, "All right."
You had surgery.
A little hard to put the pants on then, isn't it, Johnny?
Oh, for a few days, you didn't want nothing touching them, nothing. And they'll tell you, do whatever you got to do. Do not get yourself aroused. Do not get yourself aroused for at least a few fucking days, or you're going to be in the most pain you ever felt in your fucking life.
Somehow going through that procedure, I think that would be the last thing you would be thinking about doing.
You never know.
You never know, dude. It's just shit.
Well, you got a hateful girlfriend or wife that's gonna walk by naked.
That would be that would be a wife or girlfriend that wants to see you in pain. That's what that would be.
Go by and be like,
yeah, hey, how you feeling?
How you doing, big boy? Oh,
how's my ass looking this dress?
be like, oh, excuse me, did I drop this?
Oh, did I drop this? Oh, I forgot to put panties on today. You son of a bitch!
Yeah, that's the evil shit. You don't do that when it matters.
Yeah. Pineapple. Yeah, that would be. That's my fucking. Yeah, banana and pineapple. That's my safe word. Fucking banana, pineapple, bitch, get out of here. Yeah, that's not the time you thank God I didn't have. Well, yeah, we had the cell phones, but I don't think I was looking at porn, but that would suck. Oh, hey guys.
I'm so glad that I never had to deal with that shit. That is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I had to make that decision, and you know, I understand that it's something. It's more difficult. It's more difficult for you guys. It's overnight. You have to stay in the hospital after you guys have it done. Yeah, for us, it's
through my belly button.
Yeah, for us, it's fucking 15-minute procedure, and you're in and out. You go home.
Snip and burn.
Snip and burn, baby. Oh, I had the choice. He said laser or knife, and the laser just sounded cool. So
Johnny's like, I want that technical.
I had a laser cut my fucking ball sack, man.
And I felt it.
Oops, sorry. No, Bruce, you're right. I made sure they taped it back. Before they did that.
Went from a vasectomy to
Hey, keep that fucking laser away from the other thing. Don't get funny. Don't get funny with the laser.
Circumcision needs to be lined up right.
You get one of those smart ass doctors that goes, you know what? I can engrave my initials on this guy's ball sack with this laser.
Yeah.
I was here.
Fucking Dr. Smith.
No, you got like a big Z.
And then you find out like a year later, your wife's down there, your girlfriend, and goes, "Why does it say Dr. Z was here?"
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're done.
Good weekend, all.
We've touched everything. Well, that's not good to say right now. Never mind. I take that back. I take that back.
My hands are in plain sight.
My hands are up here. All right, guys. Thanks again, Bob, Bruce, and Jen. We'll see all you sick people next Friday.
Yeah.
Remember.
Spay and neuter your pets.
Yes, spay. Yeah, let's do spay and neuter your pets, not yourself. Spay and neuter your pets, not yourself.
Neuter yourself.
All right, guys. Night.
Night.